Oh, man. Whew. don't know if you saw my post. Did you realize that this is our 5th week doing this?
Yes, it is. It is. Hello, chat.
Hi, chat.
I'm not gaslighting Tim tonight. We're actually just starting now. I don't normally do that. But wouldn't that be funny? Gaslighting your best friend. Probably not very funny. I don't know. Hello, chat. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, chocolate mother and friend. You've been downgraded to friend.
I am no longer the puppermint. I am friend.
You're just friend.
I am friend-shaped.
Friend-shaped? What is the shape? It's like that song, The Shape of You. What is the shape of a friend? Good question, huh, chat?
We got a lot of stuff today.
Oh, a couple things.
But we have some things.
Some things have happened, and we're going to talk about them, and then when we're done talking about them, we're just going to play Satisfactory for the rest of the night.
Yeah. Let me change my stream.
Chocolate mint. You know what? That's not a... Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, fuck no.
What?
That's a good ship name.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I'd rather avoid such a reoccurrent topic? What do you mean by that, Tio? Koi, hello.
What topic are we talking about that's a reoccurrent?
I don't think that they're saying that we are. I think they're just saying they would like to avoid topics that have been probably battered to death. Gaslighting? Oh, okay, fair enough. Don't worry, I'm not actually gaslighting Tom here. That was just a joke.
Yeah.
It's not really even a joke.
Because I came in at a weird time.
You can't... Oh my gosh, I feel like you're doing that intentionally.
Am I?
I don't know. Battered to death like a Long John Silver's fish tank? Yes.
Fish flank.
Fish flank, whatever. So apparently Orange Man has been working at McDonald's. You know what? Since you brought that up, we could talk about that first.
Do you want that to be our first thing?
Sure. Why not?
Because chat, that's one of the things that we actually were, that's on our docket for the night, is talking about that.
Yep. Oh, gosh.
So I guess we'll just start immediately.
I mean, like, yeah. How are you?
Fine. We've been in call for many, many, many hours.
Yeah, but people haven't seen us in call for many, many hours. So, we have to relitigate our entire thing today.
That is fair. Occo, show them the memes.
Show them the memes. Which ones? You send me memes all the time, Victus. Are we gonna go over Jack's films being nitpicky about Fillian? I have not done that yet. I kind of briefly did that yesterday. That story is pretty much over.
I mean,
but
the thing is, it happened, and that's about it. There's not much that happened after the fact.
I'm not quite sure what else I can say about it, other than just, yeah, he was.
Yeah. Oh no, it happened. Anyway.
I think a lot more people take it more seriously than that. But, so to recap, chat here, just for you all here, I don't really have a blurb to pull up, so you're just gonna have to be alright with me talking about it. Jack's Films, who has been coasting off of the success of pointing out just how bad SSS Sniper Wolf has been, has decided to do this thing where he goes after content creators by pointing out how bad they are at content creation. And this is something that a lot of content... It's one of those pieces of content where I sometimes have to wonder if calling out certain types of content creation is its own niche now, where people just feel emboldened to call out certain certain content creators. And this was kind of started by an Australian. I can't remember his name. He's like an Australian. They get really pissy if you pull up his clips because he's like anti pulling up clips. Let me pull up. Let me see if I can pull up his channel by scrolling through another person's channel that has talked about him. Dark Viper. So, like, Dark Viper is like the origin of anti-React content. And it's kind of carried over into other people as well. I don't know if anybody knows Dark Viper. He kind of... do you know who Dark Viper is, Tim?
No.
Okay. I'll briefly explain then. Let me pull up a picture of Dark Viper. I'm not going to play any of his videos because he is one of those very... he's one of those people that likes to take any content, even if it's transformative, and he'll strike it down. So we're not going to be playing any videos of him, but I will pull open the scariest picture of him that I know, just for fun. So this is Dark Viper. Oh gosh, it's not zoomed in well enough. Here, let's zoom in so you can get a real feel for this man. This is Dark Viper AU. He posted a doc with varying numbers of pages where he got mad about people that were reacting. And the biggest people he called out was Asmongold, and... Oh, what's the other guy? The other guy with the long hair that everybody really likes. Brain. Fuck. He makes a video like every single day, and I almost always get to listen to them.
I'm sorry.
Moist. Yes, Moist Critical. So he made a thing going after Moist Critical and Asmongold. And Moist Critical, I believe, had him on stream and basically debunked this man to death. And so this man's entire career is just whining about React content creators. And so that's kind of where it started, the genre of anti-React content. And I've already said my piece multiple times on camera about this. I hate people like Sniper Wolf. Well, hate is a strong word. I heavily dislike content creators like Sniper Wolf, where all they do is just sit and watch videos and never add anything to it. But if they are a little bit more creative with what they do, then I typically don't have a major issue with them. Jax Films is somebody that has, I believe, I don't think he's like a irrelevant creator. He's not really irrelevant. I think he's always just kind of been there. But his whole thing recently has been just calling out content creators that people send to him. As I understand it, he has this entire series where all he does is just play bingo with his audience over certain streamers or content creators. And one that he was sent was Fillian. That got started about 5 years ago. I mean, fair enough. But I feel like Dark Viper is the one that made it, like, is insufferable. Like, Dark Viper is one of those guys that makes me want to do sloppy React content just to get him upset. That's how much I dislike Dark Viper. He is that insufferable of a human being. Oh, are you just dancing there?
I'm listening.
That's fine. He needs to pull a Matt Pat and retire. I'm assuming you're talking about Jax Films. I have no idea. But anyway, so Jax Films pulls Fillian's whole thing on screen. Now, it is my understanding that he was not actually like he was critical of her, but from what I heard, he offered criticism. However, the major issue that people have cited with this man is that he only watched content of hers that wasn't necessarily super duper favorable. So it's like he was watching content of hers that was already like content slop, but she doesn't normally do that, because I know for a fact that Fillian is not a content slop creator. She is she does a lot for her craft, and so when he called her out, I think a lot of people were upset because he didn't give her as fair of a shake. Now I watched bits and pieces of his coverage, and I'm willing to agree that is definitely the case. He watched You Laugh, You Lose memes that were sent to her by fans. No, yeah, if that's all he watched, then I think that's dumb. I think that's pretty dumb. Sorry?
Oh no, just people in my chat.
Oh, fair enough. So a lot of people took umbrage. I mean, like, very fairly so. A lot of people were upset at his lack of coverage of her, and so because of that, he started getting a lot of negative attention. I believe that Pippa was one of the individuals that decided to call him out. And a lot of people were saying Pippa L. And getting upset at her for basically going against Jack's films. However, and saying like, oh, she's only saying this because she's trying to defend a friend. And it's just like, okay. Jack's films could have criticized Fillian on anything else like her model, yet he criticized reaction. No, yeah, it's just like, what he chose to criticize was not like, it wasn't like, here's the thing. If you can be upset at Fillian for a couple of things, because, like, you know, she's not a perfect person. I think recently, especially, like, people have been pointing out some of her character flaws that she's been very judicious to fix. The problem is that when you're somebody as famous as she is, it doesn't really matter how good she is at apologizing or just apologizing in general. People are still going to find reasons to get upset at her. And so even though, like, he improperly criticized her, people were still very ready to pull out the pitchforks for her because of some of her previous controversies. Now, I understand that some of her previous controversies she does deserve to be criticized over. The model one is perhaps, in my opinion, the model one is the biggest one. But, like, it doesn't matter. When you're upset at Fillian, people are just gonna be upset. It might just be me, but I find Fillian boring. A lot of people do. Like, what's funny is a lot of people have recently said that they don't hate Fillian, they just find her boring. Which is incredibly fair. Very incredibly fair. She has Zoomer humor. She does indeed. And I'm not the biggest fan of Zoomer humor.
But she also does cater to a very specific audience.
Which audience?
The Zoomer crowd.
It depends. It really depends. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think it really depends. But I've seen from what I've seen from her content, she is very loud, very rambunctious, and I wouldn't say she totally goes for the Zoomer crowd, because you can't just go for the Zoomer crowd and then have Kirsha on stream, because, like, Kirsha is anti-Zoomer almost. Unless, like, they're doing that just because, you know, they're friends or something like that. Regardless of the fact, like, I think people are just upset at her again for no reason. And because of that, you know, any real criticism on her gets kind of just thrown out the window. Curse anti-Zoomer with those redeems. Okay. She's anti-normal Zoomer, I guess. I'll say that. Because I'll tell you what. No Zoomer would like Kirsha with her politics. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that I don't see Kirsha as a Zoomer streamer.
Kirsha is a hag. I enjoy Fillian's clips in small doses. I think she's best when she's collaborating with someone. To be fair, the first time I saw Fillian was when she was collaborating with Project Melody.
Was that really? Yeah, so she's just kind of the friends with everybody. I don't know. I guess you can call her a Zoomer-esque streamer. Sure. I don't necessarily mind that. I just think that, like, the biggest criticism you can give somebody like Fillian is, oh, she's boring. And it's just like, yeah, that's fair. Kirsch has hag tubing all over Fillian Zoomer tubing. Together they are the perfect combo.
Nothing is wrong with hags, Festiva.
Exactly. Hags are just fine. Hags are completely fine. We are okay with them. Eventually we will all become a hag. You know what's funny is whenever I think of hags, I don't think of the word the new term that people have coined and enjoy. I only think of like Snow White, the old witch, because that's a proper hag. I'm sorry. Like, I know that it's like a new term, but like I only think of the Snow White witch because she is one.
Another hag I can think of is the witch from Baldur's Gate 3.
Hags are in right now. They are, and you know what, Temp? I guess I can agree with that sentiment.
Like, she's actually called a hag.
Well, I know she's actually called a hag. See, chat, we're finding the actual definitions, not your Zoomer definitions here. That's why it's funny we call these things hags, because they're beautiful. I know. It's just funny. I don't know. So yeah, Jack's films had criticism. I don't necessarily think all of it was fair. I think a lot of it was I would say misinformed. Because again, all of the stuff he criticized were things that people sent to him. I think that if he actually... Sorry, I have to push the mic closer. I think that if he actually watched her content, he could potentially have a different view on it. But because he only watched what people sent him, and I don't really know what his review process is, but I would imagine that if he just watched it and didn't watch any of her other stuff, he might need to invest in better... in a better form of you know, that kind of stuff. Personal opinion.
Has a hag emote. I'm not even surprised.
I'm not surprised either. No, wait, I think I've seen that emote. Speaking of Kirsha, because it was asked upon. Did we talk about the Trump thing yet? I don't think we did.
No, we've been on Fillian the entire.
Well, let's talk about Trump. We'll make this as a segue over to Trump here. So chat, if you didn't know, Donald J. Trump, former president of the United States, possibly soon to be president of the United States in the next couple of months, we don't know, decided that it would be pretty funny to go to McDonald's and work longer than Kamala Harris has as a wagee. So he went to go work in a McDonald's, and the memes around it have been pretty freaking amazing. Yes. You go ahead.
Well, no, I'm just saying yes.
Memes have been pretty freaking amazing. These are all sent to me by Victus, by the way. Some of them funnier than others. I'm gonna be honest with you. If the opportunity to get a Happy Meal from Donald Trump was on the table, I would be okay with that. I would definitely be okay with that. You also have your Kirsha meme as well, where, you know, she can't serve food, but Donald Trump can. How does Victus do this? Victus no-lifes and makes a bunch of memes. I don't know how he does it. I assume that this is...
Our economy is so bad, 80-year-old men need to work at McDonald's. To be fair, I've seen 80-year-old men work at my Walmart, and they've all been angry bastards.
Yeah, chat, here's the thing. Our economy has been that bad for a while. I've seen old people working in these facilities for a while, and the reason why is just because they can't retire, which is very depressing to think about, that they can't retire.
You know, like, Trump's working at McDonald's because he was told by Kamala, oh, you've never worked a day in your life. All right, I'll go work at McDonald's for a day.
Yeah. And so he did.
He did. And I guess it's so. This came up right before we started streaming. I saw a post from Ron Filipkowski. I think that's how you say his name. I could be wrong. Doesn't matter.
Damn.
And he made a post saying, so the place wasn't even open. It was all staged and fake. He didn't even work for real out of McDonald's. It was staged fraud, just like every other event. And on the door of the McDonald's.
Oh, do you have the thing here?
I do.
Okay.
It says very specifically, Dear Festerville community, we plan to be closed on Sunday, October 20th until 4 p.m. to accommodate a visit at the request of former President Trump and his campaign. While we are not a political organization, we proudly open our doors to everyone, and as a locally owned and operated location, this visit provides a unique opportunity to shine a light on the positive impact of small businesses here in Festerville. Or it's Feasterville. I think it's Feasterville. We're equally honored to share the significance of what 1 in 8 Americans have experienced. That a job at McDonald's is more than just a job. It's a pathway to critical skills, development, and meaningful career opportunities. Having started my McDonald's journey as a crew member in New York nearly 30 years ago, this path to economic opportunity is especially meaningful to me. I apologize for the inconvenience of closing our restaurant and sincerely look forward to serving you very soon.
Well, there you go. In my personal opinion, all right, chat, in my personal opinion, I don't think, yeah, obviously, there's going to be some quote-unquote stage to it. But I don't blame the guy that was almost assassinated 3 times if he wants to do a bit of PR to partially shut down McDonald's.
Who is ordering food.
Huh?
All they did was curate who was there. They said, basically, here's a sign-up list. Hey, do you want to come order McDonald's from, this time to this time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not like he was shutting down the entire thing.
If you agree to this, we'll do a background check to make sure you're not just going to come shoot the place up.
In Minecraft. But yes. He did actually make food. No, yeah. Like, the people saying it was all staged. No, it was not staged. The dude actually came in there. There are clips of this man putting fries in a fry basket so that people can consume them. People actually did come in and buy from him. People probably weren't allowed to just walk up. And to be honest with you, again, because this man was almost killed multiple different times over the past couple of months, I don't blame them for curating who can necessarily come in. And some people were very mad. Funny enough, only certain people were, very mad about that. I find it funny. I just find it funny.
I just sent you a comedy sketch or a comedy skit with Trump. It actually has Trump in it, and I think you will get a kick out of it.
Why is this on Mines?
Because that's where I saw it.
Chat, Temp uses Mines.
I actually really don't. But my father does.
You think this is okay to watch?
Yeah. No, I watched it. There's nothing inappropriate in it.
Well, I'm talking about copyright.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not gonna watch it then. If it's potentially copyrightable, I ain't touching that. I don't know
where the comedy sketch or skit was. I don't know why I keep saying sketch, comedy skit. But the point of the skit was to have an actual actor playing Trump. But Trump was in it playing a janitor.
Really? Did the actor know that he was going to actually meet Trump?
I don't know.
Interesting.
But the actor spent the entire time insulting Trump. Being very pompous, being very oh, I'm the greatest thing in the world and nothing is better than me. And Trump is insulting himself, essentially, the entire time.
Yeah. That's really funny. Really enough, the quarter pounder is made to order? Oh, I know, chat. I know.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I will never eat at McDonald's again. I'm sorry.
I don't believe you.
I haven't eaten there in months.
I still don't believe you. You have to actually not go there.
I haven't been there.
Guy can handle a roast and dish one out. Yeah, no, and I'm not here to fillet a presidential candidate. But like, yeah, guys like the guy is like, he can dish it and take it for a little bit. Burger King, McDonald's, excuse me, that is disgusting.
No, I will disagree with that because my Burger King was condemned.
Yes, see chat, you can't say that because Temp's Burger King was condemned to the point where you are not allowed to go there anymore. They boarded up the doors.
It is actually something different now, but it was condemned.
Oh, what did they change it to?
It's like a weird never heard of it, like Mexican Californian food chain.
Okay, so it's like a hole in the wall kind of deal.
Yeah.
My local BK is good. Okay, chat. A good BK is like hard to come by. That's hard to come by, chat. And I say that because they are just hard to come by. Burger King is bad.
I've had at BK in the last 10 years that I liked was their onion rings.
I've had their onion rings recently. Those things are soggy.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're good. I'm saying that's the best thing I had there.
I see. Fair enough. But yeah, chat.
My common fast food of choice is Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's the meme behind, oh, if you eat Taco Bell, your stomach's gonna hate you forever. Chat, fun fact, Taco Bell settles my stomach.
Okay, that's kind of gross. That's just kind of gross, man. Let's just not.
I only got coffee from McDonald's every few months. I've been in McDonald's ever since they started becoming unaffordable. Hole in the wall places can be really good and never go to places. I went there. It was not good.
Taco Bell has no flavor. It depends. It really depends. Anyway, we're getting off track here. But like, yeah. So Trump did this thing. So, a lot of people are getting pissy.
So as I was saying, Ron Filipowski, whatever his name is.
His name doesn't matter.
There were pictures coming out saying, "Oh, cars rehearsing ahead of the Trump," and the whole place was screened, and there were interviewers, and there were like people watching, and almost like kind of like a rally, kind of like people behind bars and cheering him on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this guy is like, "Oh, this was all staged and faked," and someone comments saying, "It hurts, doesn't it?" And he replies saying, "It doesn't hurt me. A decent chunk of the human population has always been susceptible to charlatans who lead them to engage in cult-like behavior. The only thing that mildly surprises me is that there are so many that have fallen for a con who isn't really that great at it." It's not a con.
Hey, and we're not going to get political here, but...
Yeah, we're not going to get political.
Well, thank you for the 2. I got food poisoning for 3 days from Taco Bell. Yeah, Taco Bell is hit or miss.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. Luckily, mine are both hits.
By the way, chat, Bull mentioned it yesterday, but we met the goal for the workout stream. I am going to like start doing this little monthly tip goal thing, and it's going to be just like for little silly stuff. And we are going to like... I think I'm going to start doing a thing where when I finally get like 3D tracking, if you pay me money, I'll do like 3D working out stuff on the spot, which I feel like is cool and not a lot of people do. So we'll set that up. So if you guys want that, I may set up stuff to get 3D tracking so that I can do that in the future.
Yep.
Excuse me. Anyway, not gonna get political here, but you know, it happened. Well, it's a thing.
And that's pretty much like the gist of it is like, oh no, he worked, I think. He did it because he wanted to look.
Let's be honest, he did it so that he could show Kamala that she's wrong. And it's one of those things where right now you're in the middle of a race. You have to do stuff like that.
Yeah, you do.
So, you know. Yeah, he's not going to go back there and work for a while. Okay, I don't care.
No, but it doesn't matter because the election is in 2.5 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, chat. You know what sucks?
Ish.
Do you know what sucks? Check DMs. Oh, I saw the little thing. Chat, you want to know what sucks? I can't vote this year. I can't. Do you want to know why I can't vote this year?
Because you moved.
Because I moved. Like,
I might not be able to vote this year either.
you don't have an ID.
No, I do. It's expired.
Well, you live in California, so chances are you probably will be able to. You live in California. You can't tell me that you can't at least go try.
No, yeah. Like, I'm an actual human being voting.
Very true. California will throw your vote with an expired ID. Try your passport. My passport, chat, is under my old last name, and I haven't renewed it just because I am lazy. I need to renew it because I eventually would like to go to Japan, but like, it's one of those things where I pushed it off for so long, and now I'm like, okay, this actually does.
Can MommaOcco request an absentee ballot from their former county's recorder's office? At
this point, I don't think there's enough. I mean, I could potentially do that. Potentially. And I have to go, like... Channel, consider it. Here's the thing. Voting is, like, the least of my thought process right now. I'm sorry.
In my defense, I have neither of those where I live in California.
Tam lives in California and doesn't eat at least Tex-Mex or Del Taco. I never trust Tam's food takes.
I won't say exactly what I have because that would dox where I live and you would be able to pinpoint that. But I don't have either of those. So.
But yeah, I don't know. Like right now, my priority has been getting the move finalized. This week is the move-in. Yay! I'm excited about that. And then when it's all finalized, we will hopefully get a lot of stuff working. I'm really excited to get into my own space. I'll have zero furniture. I'll have zero furniture. I need to like bother my family. Like after I move in, I'll have to bother my family to help me put up my TV and all of my other stuff. I'll have to set up a whole thing. I've got my bed that I'm so excited to sleep in again. I've been sleeping in a nice bed, but I'm excited to get back to my bed. I'm excited to get all of my stuff put back together, and it'll be amazing. And chat, we're gonna have to start working on plans to buy some IKEA furniture, and it's just gonna prosper. Goodwill for what? Furniture? No, I'm gonna go to IKEA because IKEA is still not that expensive. Here's the thing: I'm not gonna buy the expensive stuff at IKEA.
The problem with Goodwill and stuff like that, I can understand the idea of that, but you also remember that bed bugs exist.
I know it sounds gross, but if it's an apartment, check out the trash areas. My dad furnished our house with free, not shitty furniture. No, chat. See, when I used to live in my first apartment, I had outfitted my entire room. It was not an apartment; it was a room. All right.
Yeah, I remember you showing me
that. It was a room, and I had beautiful chairs. I had beautiful furniture. And it was amazing. And what happened? The world went to shit, and I had to get rid of all of it just to move out of California at the drop of a hat.
Yep.
So, oh, excuse me. So, my hope is that after I move and start getting my life back together, I can start, outfitting my place again. Rage is telling me to move out of Cali. Well, I think you have circumstances that are keeping you there right now. But if you want to move out of Cali, you can move wherever you like. If you want the beach, come where I live. Don't say where I live, but come where I live because the beach is nicer here.
Chat, you know it. Mom lives by the beach.
Exactly. I live near a beach. Any specific type of beach will not be revealed though. Where's the Bull? See, Bull is wherever he wants to be. Tonight is... I'm not going to say people can't join in tonight if they really want to. I know Mizu has come into these streams occasionally. But Nightwave is mostly for me an attempt to focus on stuff. But people are welcome if they want to.
Well,
Cries in the East Coast.
We had Malice. So.
Yeah. It's just I don't mind.
Well, duh, she's an octopus. Fair. So... That's the Trump stuff. Another announcement that happened this week, and okay. Yeah, so Sony announced Spider-Man 2 for PC.
They did.
One launch exclusive! Let's go!
They did. Chat, did you know that Sony has exclusive games on their system? I personally don't know which ones.
PlayStation still has exclusives. Bloodborne is one of them.
PlayStation has 0 exclusives? No, they have Bloodborne. That's about it.
They have Astrobot.
They have Astrobot too.
Played.
Although, I have a feeling that Astrobot might go to PC eventually.
Astrobot probably come to PC eventually too. No, okay. Emulated? Yes. But not officially, which still makes it exclusive.
Yeah. Ooh. Excuse me.
The second that you can actually buy it on PC or Xbox, it is an exclusive.
Yeah. So it's no longer just exclusive to PlayStation, which is extremely funny. So I figured we would go through this article a little bit and then just talk about it here. Insomniac reveals Spider-Man PC release date during an NYCC, which I believe is New York Comic Con, while seemingly putting the kibosh on the rumored Venom DLC. So they're basically saying that it's coming to PC in January, and there is no other DLC that is being announced for this game. So this game is done; it's completed.
What's really funny about that is there were people in the comments of the post where Sony announced it's coming to PC, saying, "Oh, how dare you not create DLC? You canceled DLC to cater to the PC crowd." Yeah.
And then they just cancel all the DLC.
It's almost like if they wanted to do a third game, which they very likely will, no DLCs means more story opportunities, whether it's by Sweet Baby or what. It's still story opportunities.
Did you do that intentionally?
What?
No story. You rhymed there. I feel like you did that intentionally.
No, I didn't.
I feel like you did that intentionally, and I'm
What is
upset
happening
with
with
you.
Sony that they're releasing all their stuff on PC? Money.
Chat, here's the thing. Sony is realizing that by staying exclusive, it is not helping them. Nintendo can stay, for the most part, exclusive entirely. Why?
Oh, yeah,
because
Nintendo.
It's Nintendo. Everybody knows what to expect. Everybody knows that Nintendo will never relent, and Mario and Zelda belongs on the Switch anyway.
Yep.
However, when it comes to Sony titles, people are losing faith in Sony just because of how bad they've been over the past couple of, like, hell, it feels like it's a decade almost. And so because of that, I feel like it doesn't matter if Sony tries to have exclusives. Nintendo is Nintendo. Exactly.
Well,
you know what to expect.
Flat out said they don't want to be in the console war. They are their own thing, and it's true.
Yes. Yeah, and you know what to expect with Nintendo.
They'll just let Microsoft and Sony to go fight off in the corner.
And they're not doing a good job. They're not doing a good job with it.
Meanwhile, Nintendo had Echoes of Wisdom, Mario Party Jamboree, Mario and Luigi Brothership, all within like 2 months of each other.
Yeah. Nintendo is focused on making fun games? Yes. Nintendo is focused on making fun games. Yes, that is accurate.
Okay, PCs are too expensive. Counter argument, Steam Deck. Also, you could build one a budget for like $750, $800.
Yeah, and I know that is expensive for some people. Trust me, I get it. Yeah. It's expensive for me now too. Like, oh, excuse me. I feel like it's much better to invest in a PC that will last you longer than it is to try and get a system that they will try and replace every couple of years.
Yep. Agreed.
You can have a PC as good as a PS5 for less money. Exactly.
Yep. And the Sony fanboys claim the PS5 Pro is more powerful than most common PCs on Steam.
I would like to I'd like to see those specs.
For that.
I would like to see the specs for that, honestly. Because I don't believe it. High-end PC is expensive, but low-end PC is cheaper than a console. Yes.
Yep.
Plus, a low-end PC is still typically better.
Mm-hmm. Again, Steam Deck. Valve has made it easier and easier for people to jump into the PC market. Is the Steam Deck available internationally? If not, it's not going to place console anytime soon. The Steam Deck was actually made available in Australia recently.
Was it really?
It was.
That's
that
cool.
means America, so the US, Japan, Australia. Hold on, let me double check this information so I'm not spouting out my ass.
You should. Yay, bless the world with the Steam Deck. He did.
Hold on.
What we're trying to say, chat, is computers are infinitely more viable, and the thing is like the consoles, the console people have known that for years, and they have just tried to own. They have just tried to own the market, and I think they're realizing that it's just not possible to do that very much anymore. And so because of that, you are seeing a shift. I feel like you are seeing a shift where these people are realizing that they have to branch out to other markets. Again, I think Nintendo is going to be the only one that doesn't necessarily have to do this. They may have to eventually, maybe, but I don't think that they will necessarily, because it's just Nintendo.
Okay, so this is on Valve's official page for the Steam Deck. They did not update it yet for Australia on their website, but we know they have confirmed it is Australia now. It is available in the US, in Japan, in South Korea, in Taiwan, it is Hong Kong, it is in EU regions.
Oh, careful, Tim. Don't mention Taiwan too fast.
Well, but never mind, doesn't matter. It is pretty much available in most common regions.
What we're trying to say, chat, is the Steam Deck is a cheaper alternative to having a console that will probably be able to emulate your console games for you.
Yep. The average PC on Steam is running older hardware, but if anything, it shows the longevity of hardware, that even a decade later 1080 can run modern games. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I have a I have a 4070 in my computer. Now, that should last me a long time. Unless developers decide to get really lazy with optimization. Well, continue getting lazy with optimization.
Indeed.
But I'll tell you right now, if I have to upgrade this to a 50 series card, no. Did you hear the rumored prices for that?
I heard it's in the thousands.
Oh, okay. So one of the rumored costs of the 5090 is $2,500.
I'm sorry, it'll come down eventually.
At that point, I would not be surprised if people just started migrating to AMD.
Why are they that I don't understand why they have maintained being the most expensive cards on the market. Like, I understand, not really, actually. I don't really understand the idea behind it being that expensive. I really don't get it. Mining?
Mining is one.
I guess.
Also, NVIDIA is the premium high-end. And AMD has also doubled down on making low-end to medium-end cards, whereas NVIDIA will get you the literal best of the best. And they know that. So they're going to charge out the ass to make sure you buy the best of the best. AI is another one, too.
AI, yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
So, NVIDIA's a monopoly. Absolutely they are. So, you're going to start seeing a lot more people when the 50 series cards come out buy AMD.
The cost of making a card is getting worse? Why? That makes no sense. It should get cheaper to make these things better. As things get more efficient, I would assume. I don't know. All I know is that the heatsink is getting fucking bigger and bigger.
Yeah. I'm planning to upgrade to a whole new PC near the end of this year. Since last month, I already plan to get AMD cards because I don't care about ray tracing.
Inflation did
That's
that.
fair.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah,
we can just blame.
Another one is inflation. Yeah. So cards are just way too expensive now.
Yeah. I agree.
Like I'm pretty sure it's the 7900 XTX. Is that the? I know that's pretty much for the most current card. I know AMD's announced their next generation cards already, but I'm pretty sure that's the one available you can get right now. It's still like $1,000, but $1,000 for that versus $2,500 for a 5090, and I'm sure the next set of AMD cards will also be an arm and a leg and a fucking kidney.
Oh.
And honestly, look, PC is the way to go. But I will be totally fucking honest. I don't blame anyone for going console.
Yeah.
Because at least with consoles, look, you could spend. Look, I will give Sony shit all day, every day for the PS5 Pro. But at least the PS5 Pro is like $800 to $900 for the full thing on top, like not on top of games. Whereas if you were to buy a computer with the whatever 50 series cards, you're not spending any less than $2,000 now. Unless people start shoving AMD chips in there, which I would not. I mean, people are already buying AMD CPUs because of the Intel fiasco.
Sorry, somebody sent me something that distracted me. Oh, I'll tell you later.
It's the same argument with people buying Apple products out of the box. It just works. It's not the best, but yeah, it gets the job done. I hate Apple. I will never use an Apple computer if I can help it. But
amen, chat. A fucking man.
You don't think Intel Arc will be competitive? Oh, you know what? I would love to see Intel try. Because right now, damn.
That would be nice. It's sad to see PC prices go back up, obviously. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there, chat. There's not really much you can do about it, though.
Better for an update. Oh, chat, by the way, if you're looking to buy a computer for like $2,000 right now, because they're going to start spiking again, iBuyPower is running a deal for the next couple days still. Go buy.
We are not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored, but with computer prices, the way they're spiking, if you want an NVIDIA, just do a 40 series card right now.
I would like to be, though, so NVIDIA, if I'm not that expensive, so hook me up.
Sponsorships.
I'm like Mersh. I'm not expensive. However, unlike Mersh, I'm not going to sell out my country. I'm just gonna ask for a small pittance of money.
No, at this point, I would not blame anyone for buying a Steam Deck or a ROG Ally X or a Lenovo Legion or hell, the MSI Claw as like an everyday gaming or a PC even, because at least you're not, the most you're spending is $1,000. I know the Steam Deck with the OLED, the biggest model is $650. $650 for a 1 terabyte OLED model. Meanwhile, Sony with the PS5 Pro. Now, in their defense, it does not come with the dock. The dock is is more money, but you don't have to have the dock.
There will be no docking, chat. That docking comes separately.
Look, I'm
sorry, I just had to. You can't get mad.
It's $600. Well, no, it's $600 for the 1 terabyte model, but it is again OLED, and it is so. Here, let me read out the specs so you all understand what I'm going with.
Tam sometimes needs help explaining things.
1280 by 800 HDR OLED display with anti-glare edge glass, 7.4 inch diagonal display size, up to 60 hertz refresh rate, Wi-Fi 6E, 50 watt-hour battery, 3 to 12 hours on gameplay depending on what you're playing, 45 watt power supply with 2.5 millimeter cable, carrying case, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And like, you don't have to go buy that model. In fact, if you wanted the OLED, just pay $550 for the 512 gig, and then rip the thing apart, shove a better SSD in there, get an SD card. Oh boy, 2 terabytes for cheaper. Sorry.
My issue with Sony Pro is less about the price, more about a crap 30th anniversary that was simply dirty. No, yeah. Sony just doesn't know how to, like... They know how to make money. Well, not even really that, because they don't. They really don't know how to make money, because if they did, they would be making it, but they're not really making money. Right now, they're actually losing money because they don't know how to keep a good thing going. That's pretty depressing. I'll be honest with you. I'm not quite sure how to, not quite sure to, flip that around. Don't buy the 7000 series card.
Temps Tech Tips.
Temps Tech Tips. Yes.
I'm Baby Linus. Oh god, that sounds horrible. Never mind. Forget I said that.
Sony peaked during the PS2. A lot of people really like the PS3. The problem is it didn't have nothing on it.
The PS3 had a really rough start because Sony was bound and determined to not do anime games when the PS3 came out.
Mm-hmm. And
then people didn't want to buy it because of that, and then they caved. But
yeah.
That was like a year after the PS3 came out, year or two. So yeah, the PS3 was really expensive. I got it like... Now, admittedly, I will give Sony this for the PS3 when it launched. Launch model PS3s were backwards compatible with PS2 games. And I think PS1. Don't quote me on that one, though. So, you kind of were paying for a PS2 and a PS3 at the same time. Is it like... Yeah, that's what made it expensive. Yep. So...
I don't know.
PS1 and PS2 on top of the Blu-ray player? Yeah. No, all PS3s are not backwards compatible with PS1s. Trust me, I've tried. Because mine is not.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
I had to buy I have a PS2 that's backwards compatible with PS1 games. But my PS3's not. Admittedly, I almost considered buying a PS5 because it was backwards compatible with PS4, so I could just say, I'll buy a PS5 and then I'll sell my PS4.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't use my PS. My PS4 is in a box.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's in a bin behind me. So it's not exposed to elements or anything, but still.
Right. PS3 cost $8,000 when it launched in my country. 8,000. What?
This is a lot of topics. Still gaming. Are you planning to go to TennoCon next year?
We'll see.
Akko might.
We'll
I
see.
will not be because
I would like
don't
to
have a passport.
God,
I will not.
Sorry, go ahead.
The only time I would get a passport is to go to Japan.
Chad, I need
And even
money.
That's like sketchy. Yeah, money's the issue. When is Spider-Man coming to PC? January 30th.
Can we help? Can you help get me to TennoCon as time gets closer? We'll see. Yeah. Right now, Chad, I kind of want to go to Anime Expo more because that's where Mizu and Lumi are gonna try and go next year. So
and me, don't forget
and you,
me.
yes. I mean, like it's already kind of implied that you'll be there. So
if it was just me, I wouldn't go.
Fair.
But I think if you're going, I'll go.
Yeah, I am gonna try and go to Anime Expo next year first. So that's the priority number one. Priority number two will be whatever after.
I actually bought the Tom Talk bag for the Steam Deck for that trip. The last time I bought a bag specifically for a trip, COVID happened.
Better not buy more then.
Thank God. That is the only time I will say thank God, because it made me not go on that trip. Akko knows what trip I'm talking about.
Yes, and
I will not say otherwise.
We're not going to talk about said trip, because said trip is cursed, filled with cursed people.
Yep.
It's okay, though. I got the best friend out of that divorce. But anyway. Is there anything else about PS3 that
Sony?
we feel like talking about?
No.
No.
Spider-Man 2 is coming to PC next year. I did
January.
make a post, I think, if it was in my server or yours, I think it was in mine, where I said I will probably still buy it, Spider-Man 2, after a significant amount of time has passed and it goes on a very significant sale.
Mm-hmm.
Because after a significant amount of time and it goes on like a hefty sale, that's at a point that Sony just gives zero fucks.
Oh yeah, I can agree with you there.
Change to them.
I agree. Armored Core 5 for PS3 and Armored Core 6 for the win. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, will I play Spider-Man 2? Probably. Just like probably most of the way through 2025.
Mm-hmm. Really quickly, chat. It is that time of the stream. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already.
To me, on my side, I would please don't forget to hit the like, sub, and all that fun stuff, and join the Discord.
Yes, chat. Go ahead and do all that fun stuff. The more you like and subscribe, the better things become. I want to say a special thank you to everybody who has watched my newest video so far. I deeply appreciate it. It's hit 2,000 views, which may not sound like a lot to some people, but when I have a video that I put a lot of effort into and it hits that many views, it makes me happy. So continue hitting the like button, continue subscribing, and go watch the video if you haven't had the chance after this stream is over, because it's gotten a lot of positivity and I deeply appreciate that. It's still getting people commenting on it too, which is awesome. It's very awesome. Anyway, let's see here.
Anyway.
Excuse me. So we talked about that. Okay, I'm gonna let you take the reins on Banjo-Kazooie because I have never played Banjo-Kazooie. Don't crucify me, chat. But I've never played Banjo-Kazooie, and I know you have. It's more of a you game. You have not either? Okay, chat, you can't crucify Temp either. But
so a few days ago, I think it was it was either last week we talked about it, or like in the between times.
I'm gonna say it's in the in-between times.
I think so too. So basically, originally, I didn't know who it was. Aaron Greenberg is who would actually said this, but basically said, no one cares about Banjo-Kazooie. Either he meant that, or it was a joke, because he actually came out and rectified that statement and clarified.
We should say who this guy is.
Aaron Greenberg is Xbox's marketing head.
Yes.
So, he's the guy in charge of marketing over at Xbox. Probably something he shouldn't be saying. But he clarified, saying, let me back up and talk about the guy that actually commented about this, saying, if this is actually true, I'm going to assume that it was sarcasm lost in translation. I have a hard time believing that @Aaron Greenberg would say something like this publicly. Clarify that publicly.
Right.
And that's what confused me, because I'm like, this is an Xbox franchise. Why would they actively come out here and say this publicly in the same week they announced Banjo-Tooie is re-releasing on NSO? That doesn't make sense to me. So he replied with saying, correct, I absolutely know how much Banjo-Kazooie means to our fans and gamers everywhere. It holds a special place in my heart growing up playing these classic games.
Do you think that they did that for clout?
I don't know. I would say maybe.
Say maybe. I feel like it's a possibility.
Because that was a really weird statement to me when it was like that same day, or at least that same week, that Nintendo just flat out says, yeah, Banjo-Tooie is coming to NSO.
Right.
Banjo is popular as people think. Today, correct. back then, that is a very incorrect statement. Because it was a very popular game.
Now, Chad, I've never played Banjo, and I do know that it is very special to a lot of people. A lot of people definitely gives it a lot of love, more than I probably do for some games that I really like, but it is very important to a lot of people. To the point where if you say that you don't like it, they get pissy with you.
I will also admit that Microsoft shot them in the foot by doing the nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts was not received well.
No, absolutely not.
To the point that we haven't seen a Banjo game since.
Yeah, so it's coming out, or it is out on...
Banjo-Tooie is not out yet, but Banjo-Kazooie is on NSO right now.
Okay, but it is coming out eventually.
Banjo-Tooie, I think, will be out in the next couple weeks.
Nuts and Bolts was okay. A lot of people told me that Nuts and Bolts was okay, just not as a Banjo-Kazooie game.
I think a lot more people are going back to Nuts and Bolts, like, in the last couple of years.
You think so?
Well, it's kind of... I don't... Sorry, I'm, like, indigestion or something. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna take something for that.
Nuts and Bolts feels like it has the Sonic 06 effect.
Where it's better after a while?
Yes. Like, is Sonic 06 good? No. Is Nuts and Bolts good? No. But are people starved of good, at least what the idea is? And haven't seen it since. Because technically Sonic 06 was very Sonic Adventure-like. And people are starved for more of that style and less what we've been getting. And Banjo-Kazooie, well, people were just starved for Banjo, period.
Right. The word you were searching for is decent. Yeah, I would say that.
Like, am I gonna say Nuts and Bolts is a good game? No, I'm not. I mean, that's also on the fact I played it, but I never owned an Xbox. But you know,
all I remember about Nuts and Bolts is the JonTron review and how upset he was with it. It was really funny.
Of Nuts and Bolts, and this is coming from a content creator that you do not like, is Josh Jepson, because I know he is a massive Banjo-Kazooie nerd. And he hated Nuts and Bolts for years.
Fair enough.
I think he got into a point where he accepted it and he just kind of dived right into it. But
he accepted it. Oh my gosh! I didn't stop Paper Mario Sticker Star. I knew some people that were really pissed off with Sticker Star. A lot of people. I laughed at some of those people today.
Yeah. To be fair, Sticker Star's not a good game either.
No, not really, no. It's just still pretty funny.
But that's basically the gist of the Banjo-Kazooie thing, is like... There's been rumors, there's been rumblings that they might be working on a new game. The rumored studio, and this is really weird, the rumor studio that they say is working on a new Banjo-Kazooie game is not Rare, but it is Toys for Bob. That is... I'm not sure how true that is, because there were also rumors that Microsoft absorbed... They bought Toys for Bob and then absorbed them. Which then Toys for Bob said, no, fuck you, and left. So they are now an independent studio, but the rumor doubled down saying they're in a like working relationship with Microsoft, and Microsoft has them making the new Banjo-Kazooie game. And for those of you who do not know who Toys for Bob is, Toys for Bob did Crash Bandicoot 4 and the Spyro Remastered trilogy.
Why can't they make a good game? Because they just can't. That is unfortunately the future you live in, chat. Where games are bought by companies are bought by bigger companies, and bigger companies force them not to make good games anymore. The Nuts and Bolts thing is what got me to JonTron. I wish he made videos like that. JonTron has like entered the point of his life where he just kind of makes whatever because anybody will watch his content no matter what. And you can't disagree with me on that because you, chat, probably will watch a JonTron video no matter what it is.
Yep.
Trust me, I do. And even though I would like him to...
making money.
Yeah, even though I would like him to make some stuff that's more classical, here's the problem. You know, I think he still uses YouTube as a method of making money, and he's not a single dude anymore. He's actually got a woman now.
It ain't nothing new. EA has been cannibalizing studios and publishers for decades. Oh yeah, and EA has a very big reputation of buying studios and then making them perform, and if they don't perform, killing them.
Yeah.
I'm amazed they haven't nuked BioWare.
Oh, yeah.
It's
considering,
coming. I'll tell you right now, when Dreadwolf fails, BioWare's on a lifeline. If they fuck up Mass Effect 4, you could kiss BioWare goodbye.
You think so?
Yes.
What have they been doing recently that's just been sucking so much?
Anthem, Dreadwolf, Andromeda.
Fair enough.
They have done nothing but bad games for 10 years. Okay, maybe that might be incorrect. Inquisition is still liked. But the point remains is that is 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4 games. That's decent.
Right.
And that's bad. Look at that BioWare is still alive is kind of crazy. Yeah, exactly. Because Dead Space 3 was actually decent, and EA destroyed Visceral. Like, gutted them.
Inquisition is pretty bad. Oh, we got some dissent in the chat there.
I mean, I heard Dragon Age 2 wasn't good. And I know it's a very mixed opinion with Inquisition. I mean, Dead Space 3 is also very mixed, but that's a different studio. So. Actually, fun fact. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but a family member of mine actually worked on Dead Space 1, 2, and 3. Again, I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to go like, my uncle worked it. No.
You gonna dox yourself there, buddy?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, hey, I had a family member that was in, like, the art department for Dead Space.
You were...
Hey, you know what?
That narrows it down quite a lot, you know.
Fine. Now that it links back to me. Inquisition was at least better than 2, but in all other texts, it was bad. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, goodness. That's okay. It's whatever. It's not me.
It's fine. It's not you. Yeah.
It's not me.
Yeah. BioWare's just shat the bed. And I don't expect BioWare. I expect BioWare to live past Dreadwolf, but if they, again, I reiterate, if they fuck up Mass Effect 4, can kiss BioWare goodbye.
I want a game where I can just mess around and have genuine fun. I'm sorry, that doesn't exist anymore. Thank you very much.
No, Space Marine 2.
It doesn't exist very often anymore, okay? Thank you very much. You must pay me, or excuse me, I'm gonna take the role of a greedy game company. You must pay me your shekels, chat, and accept whatever I hand you.
BioWare's just a zombie at this point? Yes, it is. And that's so sad, too, because I had so much excitement for Anthem when it was first announced. Because I was, at that time, I was, like, playing the Mass Effect trilogy for the first time, and I loved it. I loved all 3 games, and I'm like, and this was when Destiny was still out, and I played Destiny. I'm like, oh my god, but what if BioWare did Destiny but better? And then Anthem came out, and Anthem was a smoldering pile of dog shit.
Sadly. And now we live with
I was
the...
also very young and ignorant then. I wasn't allowed to be excited for stuff.
We now live with the reality that video games just suck.
Yeah. They just suck. And honestly, indie games are kind of going that way too when it sucks.
It depends.
There are more, like, shitty or at least woke, quotation marks, indie games now.
I guess, but I still feel like I don't know. The indie market is one of those ones where I'm not gonna be as on that as some people will, just because indie games are held to a different standard, in my personal opinion.
And to reiterate, Jojo, I was much younger then than I am now. I was allowed to have hope. I was not as desensitized as I am now. I would say Akko can attest, but I didn't even know Akko then.
No. The indie market also has to deal with a shitload of more content. Yes, there's a lot of stuff in the indie market these days. So, yes and no. I just don't agree that it's quote-unquote more woke. Get the stream to 50 likes, I'll give out 5 channel members. Yes, chat, get the stream to 50 likes. I'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm not saying that every indie game is going that way. I'm just saying it is becoming more common that you are starting to see more DEI and more woke ideology within indie games.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's not common, but it is increasing. Because, and I'm calling it now, these DEI consultant companies are looking at how the big AAA companies are kind of shitting the bed, which is their goal, and they're trying to move their market, I guess, to indie, because that's like the next step.
Yes. What indie game recently has DEI? That's a good question, Tim.
I know, I need to back up this comment, or else I'm going to look like an absolute dumbass.
I mean, like, chat, there's been a lot of games recently that I don't know, that's a hard one to answer. I'll let you take that one.
I'll come back to you. I need to find... I want to say Celeste, but I don't know.
Celeste, okay, here's the thing. I understand that, like, Celeste became woke, and a lot of people dislike it because it became woke. Celeste didn't start out woke. As far as I remember, Celeste started out as a game that didn't have the woke identity it did, and then the guy who made it that way. It's very sad that the guy decided to make it that way, because it didn't start that way. Celeste started as a great project, and then it just sucks now. Celeste and Hat in Time. Okay, like, Hat in Time is a great indie game.
Yeah.
I don't think Hat in Time is woke at all. I mean, like
not as far as I know.
The guy who makes it could be, I guess, but I'm gonna say no.
Victus, if you have any, they've been trying to Terraria double down on that.
Did it?
They have been trying to make, or at least outside sources have been trying to make Stardew more woke. Yes. Yeah, no, Terraria changed the genders to from actual male and female to type A and type B. Hat in Time really rubbed the whole gay thing in your face. I haven't played Hat in Time.
Did it? Did it really? I really don't see it. Hat in Time is about a kid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I need to replay it, but I just don't see it.
Has more knowledge in this than I do, as far as Hat in Time.
Like, Hat in Time is literally just like a what's it called? Fuck. It was a Super Mario Sunshine like game, or just like and it felt like that. I just don't see how it's woke. Akko's still coping about Warframe. Warframe is, again, not woke. Like, they have things in there that is, like, progressive, but a game, in my personal opinion, cannot be considered a woke game unless they shove it in your face. That's my criteria for it. It's total. I don't know. I think you're, Victus. I feel like you're just trying to make me mad, or like make me get upset about it.
Do we consider Dustborn indie? Dustborn's an interesting one. Under every circumstance, yes. But the fact that it was funded by actual governments with our tax dollars,
You don't know how to answer that one?
I don't know how to answer Dustborn. Because it kind of falls between the lines of indie and AAA.
There's a section in the Yakuza Metro DLC that has a wall with a giant trans flag. Okay, that's DLC. Like, if I'm talking about base game, and maybe I'm grasping at straws on that one, but...
Because they made the Warframe from a pregnant woman? That's not even woke!
That's not woke!
They made her into a Warframe while she was pregnant. That affected how she became a Warframe.
I feel like you're grasping at straws here, chat, when it comes to Warframe.
I think DEI went to indies because they can hold money over indies' heads easier, and they don't need to make it as much money. Yeah. Well, also, SBI has flat out acknowledged that they're trying to kill gaming. I went out and grill some steaks, have fun, enjoy steaks. Dustborn is government funded, not indie. Yeah, no. It's just Dustborn, I feel like, is the in-between.
Pregnant Warframe is not woke, but Zaku is. I don't know. Again, like, I guess I could argue about it all day, but like, if they call Zaku non-binary, okay, fine, whatever. But like, Zaku is literally just three Warframe. Like, literally, chat. Zaku is the best argument for what a quote-unquote non-binary frame is, because it's three people in one. If you literally are three people stitched into one, yeah, I will refer to you as a they, them.
I mean,
that's the only way I will.
Here's a great example to Zaku. What if we had a female Saiyan fused with a male Saiyan in the fucking fusion? Would they be a they, them at that point? It's like...
Zaku's not woke.
That woke?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it... Like, Zaku is an amalgamation of different Warframes. That's not woke. That's just good storytelling. Again, like, a problem I'm kind of having is, yes, there are woke games out there, but I'm really getting tired of people pointing at everything and saying, oh my gosh, that is woke. Like, there just can be weird things. Like, I remember the era as, like, with a hippie mom, where things were just kind of weird, and it was okay.
And does not involve gender in a game about bioorganic machines controlled by child soldiers? Okay, so wait, Victus, in that comment...
Then we can't have hot Warframes?
I'm gonna use Saren. Saren, the titty toxic Warframe, shouldn't have a gender even though very clearly tits?
I don't want to argue with chat about this, because it's just funny.
No, Saren's a female frame. Because tits!
Don't get too mad about it. It's just like, you're not going to convince me that Warframe is a woke game. It just isn't. Like, there are elements that you can perceive as woke. Yes, I agree with that. However, Warframe is just not woke. It's just not. Sorry, I just don't believe it is.
I can see what people mean by it's woke. I'm going to disagree and say it's not woke. I know Yellow Flash complained about that as well. He complained that people said Zelda was woke when it wasn't. Exactly. People complained Zelda was woke.
Zelda's not woke either. If people come
playing a Zelda.
If people unironically come to me and say that Zelda is woke, I'm going to think that they're not. They're being funny. Like, chat. Warframe. I do not. The argument that you can't include a gender in a robot when the robot. Fuck, this is just... I don't fucking care anymore. Literally, if you think that is a problem, you know nothing about the Warframe lore or just don't care. Okay? Because the Warframes used to be humans. They are... Spoiler alert, they are all human beings that got turned into Warframes. So it is my belief that all of them that were turned into Warframes all used to be either women or men. Except when it comes to Zaku, who is again an amalgamation of three. Link is a femboy. It must be wokery. I'll go waste my time digging up and making an 8-hour diatribe and deconstructing the woke agenda of Warframe. Alright, go ahead. You are good. Warframes are kind of aeons from F10. I've never played FF10, so I couldn't tell you yes or no. Lore is important before calling something woke. Yeah, it's just like, again, there are woke products, but Warframe is just one of those games where you don't have me sold on the idea. You just don't. I know the Warframe lore, that's why Zaku makes no sense, because not even people parts, it's just the armor. Well, yeah, I don't know. I would have to read up on... When it comes to Zaku, it's... You know, if they wanted to make a non-binary frame to make a non-binary frame, and I read and understood it, I would have... I don't know. You could make an argument towards me, like, if you were able to deconstruct the lore of the game and how it doesn't make sense. But just calling something woke because, oh, Zaku is a they-them frame doesn't fit for me. I don't know. Personal opinion. Like, make an argument instead of just saying it. That's what we tell left-leaning people or woke people all the time, is make the argument. How much parts do you need to become a chimera? I don't know. It's just I don't want there to be these... It just feels like an endless purity spiral to me. And I don't like endless purity spirals like that. An issue with engendering bioorganic machines is that the proto-version of Warframe were people, while if you remember, Warframes are mass-produced units made from proto-Warframes. The Warframes we pilot are not those original except for Umbral Excalibur. Yeah, and? Woke has to involve specific ideology. It can't just be woman present equals woke. Yes. I don't know. I'm not really here to argue with you, chat. I feel like there is a massive slippery slope that you come upon when you decide to be very flippant at naming something woke. Like, you have to give me an actual reason to call it that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna think that you're like a grifter. I'm gonna think you're like the quartering that likes to point out at everything and say, "Oh my gosh, this is a new woke agenda," and it's just like, bro, it's not that deep. Man, what's even woke anymore? People be labeling anything as woke from something they dislike. That's what it feels like to me. Like, when I see people labeling everything as woke, it's just like, okay, is it actually woke, or do you just not like what you see? Like Nick Fuentes. Oh, I fucking hate thinking of that guy. Why'd they give Mag no booty? I don't know. How much parts does Zanuka have? What exactly is Zanuka? A mixture of different warframes mixed in with Corpus technologies. Nick is... it's not very nice, chat. I don't know. I don't really want to argue with people about it, because like, it just doesn't... I just don't feel like arguing is the right thing to do when it comes to it. But I just don't see Warframe in that light. Now, you can argue that the game devs, or maybe even some of the community people, could be seen as woke, and I can agree with you on that, because I do agree that they have had issues with that in the past. I would just prefer a real argument to that. Anyway, I'm not really here to argue about that, because it's just not... It's boring. Anyway. While we're waiting for Tim to get back, I'm working on something in the background here. I have been working on something in the background here. Just to do it. I'm almost at the point where we have everything to go, basically. We have almost everything ready to go. All that we have left before things are done is supercomputers and cooling units. But, like, you know, we'll get cooling units for making supercomputers. What's the next talking point? We'll get there eventually. Do the pipes sing to you? But basically, we have to make all of these. We already got the motors down because we have iron coming in here, and we can use the iron to make more stuff. Next subject is hot dog sandwich. I don't think I'm ready to have that conversation yet, chat. I want to know. Here, we're waiting for Tim to get back. I think we were going to talk about some stuff that Temp and I discovered. I think Temp has to issue an apology when he gets back about something that might actually be woke. We were going to talk about Sonic X Shadows Generations, because they made some changes to that. There is apparently talk of a new GameCube controller that's being worked on. But anyway, we'll talk about that when Temp comes back, because there are talks of that stuff, and it is Temp's thing, so I will let him kind of take care of it. Baby, don't hurt me no more. But anyway, we are nearing the point of the game where all of the very, very, very complex stuff. Next subject, sleep. No. Come on, chat. Can a corn dog be a pastry dish? It's a good question. That is a good question. Not one I have the answer to. I actually don't really like corn dogs that much, so I couldn't answer that one for you. Don't tell anybody, chat. I don't really like corn dogs that much. There we go. Corn fritters are best. I have no idea what that is. Can a corn dog be cereal? No? No? I don't think corn dogs could be cereal. I think about the past and now. Oh gosh, Temp has been gone for a while. I don't even know what his chat is saying. I forgot to pull open his chat. I need to discover the lost chat. It will load eventually. You ask for an argument, I give you one and you ignore it. I mean, like, I just don't feel like your argument is good when it comes to Warframe. That's all. Like, if your argument is... I don't know, I just don't see your argument as a good one when it comes to Warframe. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, it is not. Semi-serious question. What's your thoughts on people saying lolicons are PDFs? Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Because they're just not. Anybody that tries to say that has not actually done research on lolicon and excuse me, they just haven't done any real research when it comes to that. So excuse me. Oh gosh, the chat is breaking. What's my thoughts on climate change? Burn the world down. No, I'm just kidding. Horseradish isn't an instrument either. Oh, goodness. Is the floor wet because I spilt a drink on it, or is it naturally wet? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm gonna message Temp and tell him to hurry up. Because he did the reading on the next two subjects. But anyway. We'll just be chilling until then. Does Goku solo? Well, I'd have to watch Dragon Ball in order to give you an answer on that one. I still need to watch Dragon Ball for realsies. Oh, he might be coming back. I'm being attacked by cats. I just flashbanged myself? Oh, that's not a good thing. Oh my gosh, there's another one. This is the aggression you need to give to cats, chat. Kick the cats? No. You just use a high-powered rifle to take care of the cats in Satisfactory. I have to make sure I spell that out for YouTube there. Anyway. Earlier today, I always loot the cats, exactly. Earlier today, I made this turbo motor factory. Making turbo motors at a rate of 2 per minute. Which is a pretty decent amount, I'll be pretty honest with you. We've already filled up the stockpile. And then... Oh, why are you doing that? You should always be open. The rest will go into here. Ooh, look at all those coupons. Saving up the coupons, chat. Or use a chainsaw. That works as well. I'm in this, like, weird function where I'm making these buildings like this. I really like it. I really, really like how they look. Very, very nice.
Sorry about that.
You're not forgiven.
Well, I'm sorry. I had to work my actual job with a client who won't listen to me.
Not forgiven. What do I think about Raven's Watch? I've never heard of it before. Yeah, we gotta be careful not to encroach on the roadway. Well, the roadway's over there. That's okay. Throw tomatoes at him? Nah, Temp's fine. There we go. Now I can close your chat.
I was leaving the phone ringing so my father could answer because I told him no, I'm streaming. And he didn't get it, which means it fell to me to get it.
I see.
And this client just decided to fight with me because I told him how to do it, and he's like, but that's not how I do it. I want to do it the way I do it.
And it's...
And he was being incredibly impatient.
That's awesome. Temp would only be forgiven if it was to let the good boy go to the bathroom. I think he's already done that today.
Multiple times today. Oh, yeah. It's fine. Yeah. We'll swap the game over to Satisfactory for a bit.
I believe we were going to talk about a couple other things tonight. You wanted to talk about
yes.
GameCube controllers, potentially?
So, there was a rumor that So, we know the playtest is happening. The NSO playtest, whatever, is happening on Wednesday. There were a couple of rumors about what that could be. The first one is Nintendo testing out Miiverse again. For those who don't have a Wii U, Miiverse was essentially Nintendo's own social media. And I think this rumor has credence because Nintendo abandoned Twitter. Like, they still post there, but you can't post there on the Switch anymore. Probably like a lot of people were saying because of the cost, like how much it costs to like pay for the certificate and stuff.
Which is fair.
The other rumor is that it is officially adding GameCube support to NSO.
Gosh, wouldn't that be amazing?
Now, to be fair, the rumor, a lot of people are also saying, if this happens, it might not happen the way we think, where they're testing it on Switch 1, but this is a feature that might not be available to Switch 1 owners when it actually releases.
Mm-hmm.
And only Switch 2.
Did I change my voice modulation? Yes, it's supposed to be a lot better now. You're welcome. I hope you like it.
Imagine Melee on Switch. I don't expect Smash. Here's what to expect on if GameCube was to come to Switch. Maybe Luigi's Mansion 1. Maybe F-Zero. Maybe some Kirby.
Oh, that would be nice.
Maybe some like Four Swords Adventures.
I would be so down if they did that.
Do not ever expect Sunshine, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Metroid Prime 2, or Melee. You might get Double Dash. Might. But basically, do not expect Mario Kart, Smash, or any game they've released on Wii U or Switch.
You're just like killing people's copium there, Tim. I can't believe you would do that. They already remastered Metroid? Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying, though, it's like, don't expect Wind Waker, don't expect Twilight Princess. Why? Because they came out in Wii U, and that's prime material for them to eventually sell. Don't expect Sunshine, because they've already sold that in Switch. Do not expect Metroid Prime, because it's already released on Switch as a remaster, or remake. Do not expect Mario Kart, because we have Mario Kart 8. Or at that point, maybe even Mario Kart 9. Don't expect Smash Melee, because we already have Smash Ultimate.
And a lot of these games require internet access, which I don't even think that the regular systems do anyway.
No. I do not expect Double Dash, because we already have Mario Kart 8 and potentially Mario Kart 9. That is another rumor, is that we could get Mario Kart 9 as like a launch title. Basically, any GameCube game you've been wanting, shoot it out the window. You're not getting it. Because any game that you want, Nintendo has already realized that you want it and is going to remaster it or remake it and sell it for $60. Good luck!
Sorry, I'm thinking. Yeah. What do you think you could see, though?
F-Zero.
Just F-Zero?
F-Zero, Kirby, the Jungle Beat's weird, because Jungle Beat also required the bongos, and that's I don't know about Jungle Beat.
What are you, like a Minecraft villager now?
Like, let me look at a GameCube game.
Madden. Tam took one for the Warhammer books and decided to go full trader and abandon the Emperor's Light.
There's just too many of the books. I'm sorry. I'd read them, but there's so many of them. Dude, never, ever expect Pokemon. Ever. No. You will never get Pokemon. Sorry. Can I have like hold on. Let me specifically look up all Nintendo published games on GameCube. Does Nintendo Life has what I need? Nintendo Life has what I need.
Okay,
Good.
let's see. I need
Oh wait, maybe not.
50 of those.
Can I search this up by specifically Nintendo?
Let's see how small I can get this chat.
Okay. Animal Crossing. You might get Animal Crossing. I'm not going to guarantee say that because we might win very likely to get a new Animal Crossing on Switch too. Chibi Robo, maybe. Eternal Darkness, maybe. F-Zero, maybe. Kirby Air Ride. Kirby Air Ride's weird because they could very easily just say, oh, by the way, here's a remake or remaster. Four Swords Adventures is likely.
I hope so. Four Swords is my favorite, one of my favorites.
You will never see Twilight Princess or Wind Waker because they're already on the Wii U. Luigi's Mansion is a hit or miss. You could see it, but I could also see them doing a remaster because it did come to 3DS. You will probably never see Double Dash. You might see Toadstool Tour. You might see... Huh?
What's Toadstool Tour?
Mario Golf.
Oh, okay.
You might see that. You will probably never see any of the Mario Party. You will never see Metroid Prime or Metroid Prime 2. You will never see Pikmin. You will never see Paper Mario. You will never see Sunshine. You will never see Melee. You know what? You might see Wario World. Wario World is actually possible. Plausible? Plausible.
Plausible.
Eh.
Force him into the cock chair until he finishes all the Horus Heresy books.
Oh god. We might see a Pikmin if they make a 5th game? No. Because if the rumors are all correct, and Switch 2 is backwards compatible, we already have Pikmin 1 through 4 on Switch. And if it's backwards compatible, you can already play Pikmin's 1 through 4 on Switch 2.
Why do we have so much Christmas music?
I know Patapon is PlayStation. I mean a game like it. Fair. I don't believe Chibi Robo either. But I could see a Kirby collection, but it's a physical release. I could too. Which is another reason why I'm like, that probably won't happen. Because they could do Kirby. There's some like GameCube or like, well, Kirby's Epic Yarn is the one I'm thinking of.
Epic Yarn, wasn't that 3DS?
No, Epic Yarn was Wii.
Oh.
It did come out on the 3DS, I believe. But it is originally a Wii game. And I have it. Because I got it at like a Best Buy for like $5. Brand new. It's only 90 plus. No, I'm sorry, no. I would love to. But they won't. Wario World. I saw someone mention no Wario World because we're getting it was Festival because Pizza Tower. That is different. Wario World is very different from because you're thinking Wario Land. You will probably not see Wario Land. Basically, any games that are not mainstream or not popular or basically don't expect like the big titles that have already been remastered, re-released, or you can find a better game on current hardware. WarioWare is possible. WarioWare and Wario World are both plausible games. Star Fox Adventures, Star Fox Assault, plausible. And as far as any other game, not Nintendo, good luck. I'm not even guessing. Eternal Darkness is a maybe. I will not deny Eternal Darkness. I see a game on here. Is Fossil Fighters? Hold on, let me double check. Because again, I'm only mentioning very specifically Nintendo games. Like games published by Nintendo. Tiny Avalanche, Animal Crossing, Bite and Kaitos. Bite and Kaitos is getting a remaster anyway, so that's not gonna happen. Battalion Wars, Chibi Robo, Custom Robo, Dance Dance Revolution, Mario Mix. Yeah. It was on DS only? Yeah, no, I'm very specifically saying GameCube. Nothing for DS. You will not see Donkey Konga. You will not see Jungle Beat. You might see Eternal Darkness. You might see some F-Zero. You will not see Crystal Chronicles. That's on here, and it says it's followed by Nintendo. You will not see Crystal Chronicles. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, that's possible.
Now, chat, what do we do to Temp if he's wrong about these?
I'm probably wrong about GameCube entirely. But that's where the rumor's coming from, is that we might get something. I think it's more likely we're going to see a new Mii system than GameCube. The point being is that
Temp goes to the breeding ranch. Okay. Sorry, Temp. I don't make the rules. You're just required to follow them. Okay.
Fine.
What about the weird Mario Party game where it's more like Monopoly?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's Fortune Street, and that's a Wii game. And no, you will not see that. There is only one game of Fortune Street in the States, and it is on the Wii, and we haven't seen another one since. You will not see another Fortune Street in the US. Trust me, I'm mad about that, because I would love to play Fortune Street. Because it's Mario mixed with, no, wait, no. The Wii one was Mario. Mario mixed with Dragon Quest. And that was cool.
Temp has to read 3 horse books.
If only they will do Pokemon Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum. You will never see Pokemon on the surface like that. Ever. If I'm wrong, great, but you will never see Pokemon.
The redhead speaks.
And I only say that because there's already been rumors that Game Freak and the Pokemon Company are already planning a subscription service specific to Pokemon games, like NSO.
Like NSO, really?
Yes, not NSO, but another subscription service entirely that is just Pokemon games.
That's gross. Beat the redhead, he speaks a little too much.
Sorry. I'll be right back. I answer the phone again.
No, Temp, you can't do that to me. He can, and he does.
Well, they hung up. I'm sorry. I'm apparently the only one answering the phone. Fine. I am a redhead. Yes. Both my model and real life are both redheads. Shantae? Shantae is on everything, so no. I think Big IP will get physical releases, but smaller or third party will get digital only. Yep. Sorry, I talk too much when I get heated like this. Occo can attest.
You do. You get very into your speculation. What's funny, chat, is we have friends that really hate it when he does this. Oh, I don't hate
they
it.
hate it when I do this.
Yeah, they hate it when you do this.
I'm not okay. I'm not gonna say I'm not autistic, but I'm very, very, very likely not autistic.
Chat, he doesn't like it when you call him autistic, so don't call him autistic. There we go. It's very likely that Tim is not autistic.
Kazuma, if he lost to Sylvia, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's time for Akko's autism to take hold and go through a whole how it's made style monologue on Satisfactory.
Oh gosh, I don't think I'm able to do that, chat. I'm not that cool.
Temp at work. Just do it. I told you exactly how to do it. I can't type for you. I can type for them, actually. I can pretty much do it all for them.
He doesn't like it when he has to, though. Oh, fuck. How did that happen?
Ugh.
Whoa, where did the woman come from? There we go.
What?
It's just a song. Anyway. We have the autistic clown. Yes, you do. What else do we have on the docket for tonight? Tim?
Let me look.
Oh, we have some corrections to make. Let's talk about 1,000-Year Door, because you have an apology you need to make.
What? No.
When it came to 1,000-Year Door and the changes that they made.
No, I don't.
No?
I stand by that.
Oh, you stand by it?
I stand by what I said.
Never mind, chat. Temp doesn't have to apologize.
No, what you're looking at, and I know what you're looking at that specifically. I just put it there so if we want, so I had a reference point. If we wanted to talk about that.
About the Sonic and Amy thing?
Yeah, that I do want to talk about. So, people like Grumps are getting very uppity about Sonic X Shadow Generations. I'm going to try and refrain myself from ranting like I just did about GameCube, because I am very invested in Sonic.
And that'll make that, and I'll go into that.
So, Sonic
cool.
Colors, Generations, and I believe Lost World. I cannot say Forces. I'm not sure about Forces. Were all written by someone... Hold on. Right here. Sonic Generations.
Tem needs to be hit with the I'm sorry and I'm stupid and I'm wrong stick.
The script was written by Sonic Colors writers Ken Pontek and Warren Graff. So Ken Pontek is pretty much who everyone cites for the main writer for at least the 2010s Sonic. Wrote he wrote Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations at least. So with Sonic Frontiers, Ian Flynn, who is the lead writer for the Sonic comics since issue 160 of Archie Comics Sonic, he has now been made the lead writer for Sonic in general. And because of that, there were theories that he was going to do some corrections or do some fresh writing for Generations and try and clean up the story to match with Shadow Generations. They did, but they didn't change any of the actual animations. So sometimes Sonic will say something entirely different, but you'll see his model trail off like the original lines.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm gonna blame Sega for that one. I'm not gonna blame Flynn for that one specifically. I don't think they needed to change the entire story. I think there's some things they could have kept and some things they didn't have to keep. But there's other things too. So in the opening scene in the original Generations, Sonic, Amy was running to hug him, and that was the original, and he caught her by her face to keep her away, because that was when Amy was still very
wanting to get his attention.
Yes, wanting to get in his metaphorical pants. And now in the in the new version Generations, he doesn't do that, and now she's just holding cupcakes.
You heard it here first, chat.
I'm blaming Flynn. He openly did. To be fair, there is an interview where he flat out says he wanted to redesign Amy, and he thinks her obsession with Sonic is creepy. And they actually have removed her obsession with Sonic. That is gone. In her bio, in the remaster, I don't know what this one is. She is no longer obsessed with Sonic like that, which I feel detracts from her character.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Rouge is another one that people are bringing up. So you know how in SA2 and other games where she has a little like part of her like suit where she has like the open back for her wings?
Mm-hmm.
That's gone.
Really?
So they have covered her back entirely.
I mean, it's a game for kids.
It is a game for kids. So the argument, it can be stated that Rouge was made as a sex icon.
She was. Chad. She was. You can't argue. She was.
I don't know if that one is like, I don't know if that's a problem, because like it's not like you're looking like really the image they show. And here, I'm gonna put this here because you don't have to open the link. The image they show for Rouge that's highlighting that fact that, oh my god, her back thing is gone, shows a full-on image of her like, and her ass is actually defined. Like, they knew what they were doing. Here, let me bring it up on stream so chat can see it.
Chat. Number one, it's been another hour. Don't forget to like the stream. If we get 50 likes, Sparky says he'll give 5 memberships, so consider subbing to the channel. Deeply appreciate it.
Okay, I can't get it up on mine, but Occo has it. But like, look at that. Her ass is defined and very much in camera frame.
No, yeah, that's very much in frame.
Oh my god, they went woke! And they removed her sex appeal. That's her ass.
That's
That's an ass.
I don't have much to say, chat.
What you're doing with Rouge.
Temp is right. That is an ass. This is rage bait? I don't know.
Yeah, there is another one that is really funny.
I miss my wife tales.
There is another one that's really funny. So, there's a scene in the original Generations where Knuckles comments on Sonic saving him because he was kind of frozen in time. And Knuckles comments on the fact, because this is classic Sonic, saying, "Thanks, Sonic, you did a good job back there. Hey, did you gain weight?" To kind of as a reference to the fact that classic Sonic is kind of chubby. They changed that dialogue.
Oh, did they get rid of that?
Now he says, "Thanks, Sonic. Now then tell me, where's the rest of my island?" But because they never changed the animation, Sonic still looks down and rubs his stomach after Knuckles says, "Where's the rest of my island?"
Oh gosh.
Which implies that Sonic ate Angel Island.
Oh no.
It's really bad, but it's so funny. I would that's where they needed to change some animations.
Oh, you know, I ate your island. I was hungry.
Really bad, but it's so funny.
Sonic Ward, Angel Island. No.
And now the comment is supposed to be the fact that he saved on Sky Sanctuary, which is a part of Angel Island. So the comment makes sense. It's just the animation is what has problems here.
Do you think they'll fix it?
No. The game comes out tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow. No. They're not going to change shit. And Grumps really wanted to point out the fact that saying Sega has already confirmed that the original version of Sonic Generations will still be available in bundles on Steam and Xbox. So this is what Grumps had to say in his post. They censored Sonic X Shadow Generations. The rouge is covered up even more than last time. No more hand and face to a female. Can't have that. Fat shaming removed. Health and fitness have been fixed by lowering standards. I can tell you where else comes from. Western activist localization departments every time. I will be totally... The rouge thing is kind of weird. Front...
He's trying really hard not to agree with Grum's chat.
Well, no, he's actually wrong. I see what he's going for, but I don't think that's actually the case. The Amy thing, she wasn't like that in Frontiers. And the way I would have done that, personally for me, is written in like, she kind of grew up. Because in the comics, and actually hell, even Forces, she was the leader of the resistance. She had to put aside her obsession with Sonic to basically lead a resistance against Eggman. Whether or not you like Forces, that still happened. So...
I think everybody, including Sega, would like to forget the Forces existed.
Yeah. Well, no, even the comics is... My model froze. Hold on. Hey! Work!
I don't think screaming at your model is going to get it to work, Tim.
There we go.
You need to treat it with tender love and care.
It came back. Anyway, the comics did fix Amy a bit, and I think that's kind of what they're going for, because the comics are apparently canon. So... I know people have problems with Flynn. Flynn has said some things that I don't agree with either, but I think he is the best... I think he's a middle ground. I was even thinking to myself earlier today, what I want is to go back to the early 2000s Sonic. So SA1, SA2 through Unleashed. We will never have that again. Ever.
No.
Thank you, Penders! Tapping into the watch section of Dimitri Monroe's Frontiers review. Amy's a downgrade. I'm not going to deny that. It's just... Flynn needs people to keep him in check. I do wish Sega kind of held him by a leash. But... Flynn knows how to tell a story. He fixed Pender's... He did. Yeah, he fixed Pender's mess. He has his own problems. But he fixed Pender's mistakes. But Pender's already did too much damage to the franchise that...
It's not ideal, but it is what it is.
Beat your computer like Temp's dad beats him for being a redhead? Damn. Damn.
Damn, chat. That's mean.
Again, just make it a kid crush. Amy being obsessed with just growing up. Exactly. And that's what I have a feeling happened here. It's just because this is before Forces, it's harder to justify it. Like, if this was, like, if Degenerations was past Frontiers...
Yes, it is Degeneration. Sorry.
If Generations was after Frontiers, I'd be able to write it off by saying, okay, this makes sense, she's grown up. Or she started that process of, like, actually growing up. Because this is after Forces. But that's not the case. But I think, again, maybe this is just me defending it. I've already bought it. I'm playing it tomorrow. But
look at that chat. He's a consumer. Beat your computer like Temp beats Occo in Mario Party. Oh, chat.
Never beat your computer. Be nice to your computer.
That's not nice. You know that Mario Party is a sore subject for me.
Amy isn't mature. She's just the girl tacked into the group now. How much is it? It's $50. $60 if you want some like bonus stuff, like side stuff. Doesn't matter, but it's $50.
I want to see a Sonic version of Dustborn just so Temp can despair at it. That's mean, Tim. Or not Tim. That's mean, chat. That's mean. Oh, goodness.
Like, so I want to make a comment that's in here. And someone actually commented on Grumps, saying, "No, Patrick, the changes in Sonic Generations have nothing to do with the woke. They rewrote some of the dialogue because people complained about how cheesy it was when the game launched." And to be fair, in their credit, when Generations came out, Generations was cited as being a very good game with a very cheesy story.
Uh-huh.
So
you think that they just rewrote it to make it more serious?
I think they rewrote it to make it line up with Shadow Generations. I think the problem here is the animations.
Okay.
Because what I expect, personally, is that with adding Shadow Generations, there will be a new proper final boss. So, like, Sonic will still fight the Time Eater at the end, Shadow's gonna fight Black Doom, but I expect there to be a final ending, very SA2-like, where we're playing as modern Sonic, classic Sonic, and Shadow. I could be very wrong about this, but
it's a lot of copium.
The fact that they changed some of the dialogue to like some of the dialogue to mix well with the new story means they've at least acknowledged that the new story needs some tempest. I've been a Sonic fan since, like, I was very young. I'm allowed to cope. Look, if it's shit, and Akko can attest and can understand, is like, if it's shit, I will rag on it.
Yep, he will. He'll be very sad about it, though. More sad than when it comes to Destiny, chat. I think at this point, I'm just not expecting anything good from Sega. Because Sega's already embraced the DEI, sadly, so...
Yeah. They have.
So, I'm not quite sure what people kind of expect. Sam is on his Sonichu arc. Oh, chat. That's mean.
So,
Temp does technically have a Sonichu. It's just not called Sonichu. Yeah, it's your furry.
Oh, you mean OC. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically yes. But it's not like that abomination. Does Big the Cat change in the comics? No.
Okay, that's taken care of. And I believe that is everything. We just need to feed in the stuff powered on. And then we have cooling units done.
I don't have a medallion. I refuse to buy that pile of garbage.
You shouldn't. It's cursed anyway.
It's weird because Sega canned a very DEI-looking project creative assembly that was working on called Hyenas. Right, but I'm not okay. I don't know, and I know Victus will be yelling at me, but I'm not sure Sega has fully embraced DEI.
He expects your beatings, Victus.
The Western Sega has 100% embraced it. I'm not sure about the Japanese side. But you know what? I could be wrong. But I'll find out tomorrow, because I'm playing it tomorrow.
Yay.
Japanese haven't yet, judging by Frontier's translation being faithful to how the characters were. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, we'll see. We will see.
Indeed, we will see.
More realistically, I will see, because Akko's not playing this game.
Yes, I don't plan on getting it, chat.
At least not till a sale or whatever.
Or somebody gives it to me. Because, like, I've got other things to worry about right now.
Whatever. Oh. Yeah. Always hope for good, but prepare for the worst. Don't say Blackfield. Yep. Exactly. And, like, as a longtime Sonic fan, I hope for the best.
And he'll constantly keep abusing himself like that forever and ever, chat.
With Sonic, that is actually very likely.
Sonic will keep abusing me forever, chat.
At least it's not as expensive as Dest.
Okay.
Occo should play Rotator. Will that require Occo to finish Baldur's Gate?
That requires me to own Rogue Trader, chat.
That too.
Guess what I don't own?
So, that's pretty much the last thing we had for the night, as far as, like, on the topic list.
Yes. By the way, we're 3 likes away, chat. If you can get 3 more likes, Brain, Sparky will gift 5 memberships to 5 lucky viewers, and obviously to me. So, 3 more likes.
I know this, by me saying what I'm about to say, will get me some hate, but I don't think Grums is correct oftentimes. I'm not going to say his crusade is incorrect, but sometimes it feels like he's talking out of his ass.
There we go.
Just for, like, the clicks.
How do I like on Twitch? Don't go to Twitch. Don't do it on Twitch. Go to YouTube. Oh, we hit 50 likes.
Yay!
Thank you, chat. He's a little hit or miss. Yeah. Tampa's like got a... I wouldn't call it a hate boner. You don't have a hate boner for Grums. You just dislike how he reports things sometimes.
Because the way he reports things is very much like, if you do this, you're a horrible person! No.
Well...
Completely abandoned gaming for 2 years! Unless you can 100% confirm it's not DEI!
He's hit or miss? Yes. The thing that people have to understand about Grums is he's a grifter. He is, in every classical sense of the word, he's a grifter. And if you're okay with that knowledge, then things are fine. Thank you, Sparky, for the 5 gifted memberships. I deeply appreciate that.
Grums invites antagonism. Yes. Again, I'm not saying he's incorrect, but his choice of wording or how he chooses to do it is very aggressive and very... what's the right way to say it?
The inviting of contention is probably the part that upsets people the most.
Yes.
I have heard some things about him as well, and I'm not trying to pick a fight with anybody, so I'm not going to.
Mm-hmm.
But people keep saying that he needs to finish a video game before he talks about video games. Yeah, and I'm not picking a fight with the dude. That's just what I've heard. Grums became the new Sargon. Oof, that hurts to say. He's becoming Ethan Van Sciver. Oof. Oh man, I don't like either of those people. Holy cow, guys. Damn, that, like... I feel the pain in being called something like that. You never want to be called Ethan Van Sciver. Do you know who EVS is, Tim?
No, I have no idea.
Ethan Van Sciver is a comic book artist. Chances are you may or may not have seen some of his work.
Maybe.
He didn't start. He was one of the proponents that started Comicsgate. And he basically became the guy where you could only create a comic and sell it if he gave you the approval to.
No, I think I have heard of this.
He's very famous for just, like, bullying people. Actually, not even people. He's bullied one person. Maybe more. I can't remember. but he's bullied a black man for producing a comic. And he will maintain that he only bullies this black man because black man didn't do it correctly. But a lot of people just feel like that he's upset because Eric July, who made the comic, is getting success, and he hasn't put out his comic book yet. And a lot of people are like, when he complains about this, they're like, "Oh, well, when's your book coming out, broski?" So it's just like people like Eric July. I don't really like people like not Eric July, Ethan Vance. I don't really like Ethan Van Sciver because he's just one of those people where he postures himself as like the godfather of Comicsgate, and if you don't follow him to the letter, you suck. Thankfully, all the people I really like don't follow him either. Like Yellow Flash doesn't really like Ethan Van Sciver, and because of that, I think a lot of people rag on Yellow Flash a lot. I really like Yellow Flash because of that, just because he's not willing to bow down to them. EVS became Inita Sarkeesian. He kind of did. Oh, that's painful. Like, you feel too. Oh, my heart, chat. Man, getting called Anita Sarkeesian like that. I'm lost. Sorry. There is a lesson in Comicsgate. It's all Comicsgate. And if you know Gamergate, you know that it ended horribly. Comicsgate, I feel like, will end pretty similarly, if not already, where people are trying to just make money off of calling themselves part of Comicsgate, and it's just like, it's so dumb. But that's the short and skinny of it. Medicare has ragged on him. EVS called Jim his friend. That was his mistake. Yes, you don't call Jim a friend. Jim is not your friend. Jim is somebody that you can enjoy watching on the internet. But make no mistake, Mr. Medicare is not your friend. He's just somebody you can laugh with at the bar randomly, and then as soon as he walks away, you don't talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how it probably should be for a lot of internet relationships. I try not to take my internet relationships too seriously. Sometimes that's a little difficult. Especially with people that I like talking to. But, it is what it is. How's it feel to see the first Ascendant drop off as hell before first season started? And it's whatever. I think it's still a good game. There will probably be people that still enjoy the first Ascendant. I enjoyed it for the brief period that I gave it attention. I'm not playing it anymore because, I found other games to take up my time and my autism. It's one of those things where I don't necessarily care. And they probably made a shit ton of money from the skins and Descendants, though. Feed the parasocial needs of us losers. I will say, chat, when I started streaming professionally last year, when I still lived in Pandaland, I never thought that I would transition from just playing Warframe, which I didn't really want to do forever. I recall being told that drama was a dead end. Look at how far I've gone from there. And that I should quit while I'm ahead. And now I stream to a lot of people talking about things that I'm actually passionate about. I'm actually networking with people that I like, which is kind of hard to do, feels like sometimes. And
Also,
I'm very grateful for that. Thank you for the head pat. So, let me tell you right here, right now, chat. If you have dreams or I'm gonna be on that kind of moment tonight. If you have a dream to do something, the only one inhibiting is yourself is you. Because you are the one that stops yourself. You need trains for your autism. Oh, don't worry. We got plenty of trains here tonight, chat. All that matters. That's all that matters. No passion, no genuity. I don't know if genuity is a word. But I have always said, and I will maintain, that passion is the biggest driving force to making something. If you have no passion, you have no thing. Money is a consequence of having passion, if that makes sense. And I still maintain that. I've said that to multiple people that then got pissed off at me because I told them that. And I will maintain that still. You cannot make a good product if the only thing you're thinking about is money. In the end. Don't let the memes be memes. Exactly. So I'm very grateful for not only the audience that I have now that will continue to grow. I believe that the audience will continue to grow and continue to be amazing. Very grateful for it. And I'm grateful for the people I've had the chance to network with. Agent of Chaos and Lord of Change, yes, or wear those titles like a damn crown. Chaos isn't the villain, here's the truth. And everyone's too scared to admit the universe is messy.
I do unlock that. I think I'll do that before I actually go exploring again.
Don't let your greed get the best of you. Exactly. Be very careful there, chat. Thankfully, in Satisfactory, you can be as greedy as you want because you're supposed to exploit the planet, and literally, you are told to do so. So I can be as greedy as I want in this game. Okay, everything should be powered. Now we just need to turn it on. Not everything is powered. What are you? Your wire. Right? Should be. Yep. All of those are wire. All of these are on. Those are working. 10 per minute. Awesome. The planet hits a certain percentage of pollution. Is that going to summon Godzilla? That would be pretty cool. And motors. Still waiting on... You're not getting anything? Okay, there you go. You need wire. Let's see, and you're going into there. Okay, we are slowly but surely, we're getting all of these things in here. We just need more wire. Why is wire the one problem? Oh, I think I see. There we go. Those are all connected. That one is not. There we go. That should solve the wire problems. Cool. I would love to see Godzilla, though. That'd be kind of cool. If Godzilla somehow magically shows up, chat, there's a massive issue. And the cooling units are turning on. Awesome. When this thing gets up to full speed, we should be getting 5 per minute. It's going to take a little bit. I'm going to turn these both off for the time being. give them a chance to get material. The last thing that we have to do tonight, chat, is all of this is done. Great. But now we have to take the cooling units that will come out. Where do they come out? Right here? Yes. And then we have to take them to their destination, because the cooling units were created for the sole purpose of, one, being a resource that we just don't have yet that's automated, and two, we also need to make supercomputers. And supercomputers are the last thing that I need to be automated before we can move on to nuclear power. My autism is showing. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
How dare your autism show?
It's been showing all night, chat. I don't know what to tell you.
I'll admit, chat, I think I made myself mildly depressed in that Sonic rant.
Oh, did you really?
Well, because I'm so passionate about it, and then to see what I thought might never happen finally can potentially start. I'm like, oh.
Don't get too depressed, chat. Can you make nukes in the game? Yes, you can. I haven't unlocked them yet because you need nuclear power, which I haven't really gotten to yet. Right here. Nuclear deterrent development. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. I still have other things I need to do, chat. Like explosive rebar. A lot of this stuff is undeveloped because I just don't care yet. But we'll get there. Japan started. Oh my gosh, chat, that's mean. We're all accustomed to disappointment, Temp? Yes. Oh, yes, it works. We've got the cooling units out, chat. Awesome. Now, what we're gonna do is we need to split those off into a dimensional depot. And the dimensional depot does get priority. There we go. And cooling units. You all right?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That is where the cooling units will go.
Good God, is this complicated? Yeah,
it
welcome
is.
to my brain.
It is, chat.
See, Akko just had to go pretty. I just vomited all over my thing and said work.
Here's the thing, chat. I've approached the point in the game where I'm like, I have all my starter factories in another area. I have created them and they are done. Their main goal here, all the way over here, the goal of all of this shit over here is just to fuel my projects all the way over here. So my current projects have been the nuclear pasta that's all the way over there. Turbo motors supercomputers, RCU units, and then this. Because once all of those are done, and I don't have to worry about them anymore, I can get started on the end game. The reason why they haven't been automated till now is specifically so that I could, I skipped a lot just to get the Mark 6 belts. Because, fun fact, the Mark 6 belts are the end of the end tier. They transfer the highest amount of items. And it's just amazing. It also does the most resources, which is amazing. Is there a tech in the game to heal the nature so that you can collect more resources proficiently? No. Once you blow up nature, it's gone forever. So I'm very, very, very sparse in what I destroy here.
Do you have any more autism simulator games you like or want to try in some in the future?
That's a good question. Don't give us the belt. What time is it? It's 12:30. Oh man, we're doing good. Give Mo a moment, chat. He's kind of just broken right now. I think what we're gonna do is I really don't want the cooling units to go into. Well, no, we'll have them go through this building.
Chat, stuff like this isn't really stuff I go after. If I'm going to say anything like this, I'm going to say Valheim. I know Valheim's in early access, but it hasn't.
Is it still in early access?
Yes.
Wow.
Tempest trying to actually lose OC spicy picks in a whole minute. Not on stream, anyway.
Anyway, chat, the whole goal of this is to get the cooling units over here so that we can make supercomputers. Now, supercomputers don't go into very many different things because they are an endgame item. So, I also don't think I need this.
So, for context check, games like this, like Factorio, Satisfactory, the very autistic centric games that are more Akko's thing. I personally enjoy more stuff like Helldivers, Deep Rock Galactic, Space Marine 2, stuff like that. But it's not to say I don't enjoy it. Sorry, chat. Cat decided they wanted to be behind my TV, and I said no. You can lay in the bed, you just can't lay near my TV. I don't trust you, you're a cat. RimWorld is also an autistic simulator? Yeah, it is. I tried RimWorld. RimWorld did not click with me. It requires a certain mindset mood to play them. I get you. Yep. The last time, besides Satisfactory, I truly delved into a autism simulator game was Dragon Quest Builders 2.
It's not even that autistic. But I know what you mean.
It's not that autistic, but it is along the same vein.
Beat Temp with the anti-racism stick. Don't need to do that. Temp beats himself with that stick.
I've honestly been trying to think of a new game I could just sink my time into. But because I've been thinking maybe lately I'll get back into Space Marine 2 and go finish the co-op campaign. But I also want people like my friends to play it with me. And
I need to get back to it eventually.
Mod Minecraft? I don't mod. I very rarely mod things.
Minecraft is we are gonna have like a Minecraft server.
I know, Bull asked me about that.
He's being racist towards his cat.
There is a new operation in Space Marine 2, I know, and I want to do it, but I've only ever done the first mission because I did it for I did it with Razor and Dax, and then I did it again with Dom, and then I haven't done it anymore since.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you played with them.
Yep.
You got asked to play video games by other people.
I know.
Congratulations, by the way, by that. You're slowly making your way into the VTuber world.
Yay.
It's okay.
Chat, total transparency, I was bullied into becoming a V2.
And yet you still do it. He acts, chat, like he doesn't like it. The grooming worked. Okay, can I go under here? Maybe.
Did I like it? Yeah, I did. And I know you all like it too, which is the reason why I stick to doing it.
Well, you should do it because you like it.
Well, I do it for both reasons. It's good to do it for both reasons.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't do it because you think that other people will like what you do.
My service, the Emperor, is lacking. I do need to get back to Rogue Trader and Space Marine 2. I also need to play Helldivers. We need to do a Helldiver stream.
Yeah, we probably should.
Because the game has severely changed since last time we played, even after the shit show. The fact I did the first operation is shameful. I'm sorry, I only want to do it with friends. I should try Starship Troopers. I have heard that is good. Let me look at that. Hold on. Starship Troopers Extermination. This game just came out, but the way I understand it, so for your understanding, but you know what I'm talking about. Starship Troopers Extermination is a 16-player co-op FPS that puts you on the far front lines of an all-out battle against the bugs. Squad up, grab your rifle, and do your part as an elite deep space vanguard trooper to take planets from the arachnid threat.
That sounds just like
It's first person 16-player Helldivers.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. But it was very fun.
I have heard it's good. I don't mind Epic integration. Honestly.
That's just because you're okay with Epic. Which is fine, chat. Temp can be okay with Epic.
But apparently there's some people posting since the game came out that it's just gotten even worse since it's fully released.
What?
Starship Troopers Extermination.
With what?
It's gameplay. Some people are saying that it just feels like it's deteriorated in quality.
Oh, that's sad.
But that's Steam reviews. I actually want to look up actual reviews. What else has Off-World done? Hold on. Sorry, cat wanted to leave the room. I let him out. Probably to use the bathroom. Because I don't have a litter box in my office. Well, no, the actual reviews I'm looking, no, never mind, I see what you mean. No, I mean like player reviews, like what people think of the game by actually playing it, not IGN.
Let the autism flow through you. I think it's done though. I think we're done with supercomputers. We'll get 3 a minute, which is way more than I imagined. Oh.
Yeah, IGN are just journalists. Don't just ignore them. A game I do want to play is Metaphor. Metaphor looks really interesting. For your context, obviously you know what I'm talking about. Metaphor is Atlus's new game. It very much like it's a new IP, but it has the same art style as Persona 5 and kind of that same gameplay style, but it's not Persona. It's like finally a new IP from Atlus after many years. Except no romance, yeah. Most bands play Metaphor. Oh, good.
Oh, cool.
Because I've heard it's really good. In fact, I've even looked around, but I'm trying to find any like DEI references in this game, and no one has said yes or no on that. Dialogue is kind of DEI. I hate to say it because I was ragging on Grums earlier, but the fact I haven't heard Grums or Capritus open their mouth about this game.
Chat, you have no idea how good it is to see that.
Might be localizers, yeah.
Oh, you have no idea how good it is to see that, chat.
I've seen the same design for Thor. Well, to be fair, I think Atlus has kind of backed off the Shin Megami Tensei line, but Metaphor is pretty much just a new IP within the SMT genre, so. Ooh, that's blood. Sorry,
Ew.
I picked a scab.
Oh, don't talk about that. That's gross. Bro, I don't care.
Fine.
I don't need to know what you do with your body.
Hello, Space Squirrel. Space Squirrel. So I don't know. I've actually been actively looking for any reference to like DEI for Metaphor and seeing absolutely nothing. So maybe I'll pick it up. It's $70 though. Ah! The fact it's $70 is just... It's rough. Yeah, if there is DEI stuff, it's so hidden, no one's noticing.
Praise Jesus.
Which is impressive, and it makes me want to buy it more. Because I'm like, no DEI, or at least very hidden DEI, to the point no one's talking about it? Sign me up. I'm in. I give you money. Now, to be fair, Akko, I'm going to send you this so you can bask in the horror of what I'm seeing. this is, I think, one of the bosses in this game, and the fuck?
That just looks like a hentai. I'm not showing that on screen. Is it in Discord? No, but Tim can put it there.
I can put it in the Discord. Here, I'll put it in Akka's general gaming chat.
Chat, you have no idea how much catharsis I feel right now having finished supercomputers. I have never done a supercomputer setup.
Is it one of
ever?
I don't know. I have not played this game, so I don't know what I'm looking at other than the fact it's fucking ugly. And this is on the Steam page for the game.
Okay, chat. So here's how this is going to work. It's going to fill the dimensional depot first because we will always need supercomputers to go into the depot so that we can craft with them. Whenever that's not full, it will divert all of it to that. When that's not the case, it'll overflow into this splitter, which will put it inside of the PC out thing here. Or here, SPC for supercomputer. And wherever I need them to go, they will go. Thankfully, I don't have anything for supercomputers yet that I need. They craft into 2 items. One of them I don't have unlocked yet. The other one, how'd you feel if I said you could get 6 per minute instead of 3? Oh, I know how to get more. It's with summer sloops. I need another one. And then I could double the output here. I just need to find a summer sloop. Where am I? Right there. Granted, I could probably find one in this area. And then I could double production of supercomputers, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world right now. Or you could just build this again. No. No. Because chat, here's the thing.
Make it again. That's fine.
I'm already using summer sloops for this thing because I don't want to make another one of this. Because I need 6 more RCUs in order to make that. Which means I need to make another one of these. And I don't want to do that right now. I would much rather just get the summer sloops here. Because I don't need that many for power generation. So I'm just doubling this. Or just doubling the output so I don't have to make another one of these. Let me tell you, this was not fun to build. The autism must flow. Oh, I probably will do it eventually. Just not tonight. I don't want another one of these. Because do you know how much this... you have to import Alclad as well to make the fucking these things. No, not those ones. The other one. Tism for the Tism God. Yes. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll look for a summer sloop here before we're done. Because there are 4 in the area I'm in. There has to be another one somewhere. We're going to go over here. Want to play dinosaur games more? I'm sure we'll come across one. We'll just run until we find one, because I know that there's more. Oh. Alrighty, found looking for one. Already got one hot on the trail. Oh, how did I not get this one?
So, ironically, when I said there was no one talking about potential DEI and for Metaphor, I opened Twitter and right there in my face was someone talking about potential, like, DEI. But then a lot of people in the comments were just saying, like, this is not actually the case. Like, what you're calling DEI, there's something weird going on with the game, because, like, sometimes, like, this character's ass is, like, thick as fuck, and other times it's, like, flat as a board.
DEI is making the ass flat, chat. You heard it here first.
But, like, if it was the entire game, I'd be like, okay, well, that sucks. But it's like, a lot of people are saying it's like most of the time her ass is like overly thick, and other times it's like just not. So I don't know. On that note, chat. Don't mind me. I'm just buying metaphor right now.
There we go. Now we're gonna have 6 per minute. Yay!
Oh, I need to remove that and that and that and bye. I just bought metaphor.
The only thing that mildly sucks, chat, is the stack limit is 50, so we're only gonna get 5 stacks of supercomputers, and I need more than that. Which means I potentially should just...
How will you financially recover from that? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm back. My steaks came out great. Awesome. I need to eat dinner. All I've eaten today is a pumpkin strudel muffin and some like cranberry chicken salad thing.
There we go, chat.
So I'm hungry.
I find the idiots funny that rant against MW5 clans. Tourists mostly the issue with the game after listening closely is voice acting. I am unfamiliar.
No, you will never see feet pics from me. Never.
Never?
Never.
Never.
At least not intentionally. You will never see it.
There you go, chat. No feet pics from Temp, ever. The dog has spoken. To be honest, though, why would you want to see another dude's feet? I know that some people are into feet. I think it's weird, but it's whatever. Why would you want to see another dude's feet, okay?
Dinosaur tracks, please, Temp. I'm not a dinosaur.
Just asking sincerely, chat. Why would you want to see another dude's feet? Like, I get the like, slightly get the female version, even though I still think that feet are one of the weirdest things in the world. Why would you want to see a dude's feet?
I wanted to see fossils. What? Out here wanting to see that those Yoshi pics. I don't, but Temp not wanting to do something makes me want him to do it. I'm not doing feet pics.
This looks nice.
There are things I will do. Feet pics is not one of them.
Think about cooling units. What do those go into? And they build...
I want to see your ancestors.
There's probably buildings that they go into.
You evolve from.
Yep, it goes into that building.
I will pay Temp to never take feet pics. I'll do it for free.
Yeah. Temp, that's a good opportunity to make money. What the fuck are you doing? You just say, I will charge you not to show my feet, and people will give you money. See, chat, I'm trying to teach Temp how to be a grifter here.
Does Temp also resolve a Pokemon-human relations? Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
Oh no.
But yes.
What? Probably. This is Dad Typhlosion.
No.
No, not at all.
His dad is a Vulpix.
Chat, Elon gave up on cat girls. We're gonna get dog boys.
Oh no. Oh no. We already have those. His name is Merriweather. People reject him.
Ugh. Ugh. No. No, no. 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 What would happen if Human X Ditto? Are they going to be just a skinwalker? Oh! Oh! Well, hello! Hi! Welcome, Raiders.
Oh, you're getting raided right now.
I'm getting raided.
Congrats.
Hold on. I don't have a call out, but welcome, Raiders from Razor Wolf.
Wow, Razor.
We were talking about you earlier. Very briefly, but we did. What were you guys playing tonight, or doing, or whatever?
Razor's like, you never come by anymore. I'm just kidding.
Oh, we were talking about Space Marine 2.
Razor, I do intend to get back to you on hanging out again. I apologize that I haven't had the chance to. I feel very bad about that.
Oh.
I've been keeping things to people that can do stuff on the fly.
Well, I tried playing Zenless. It's fun to play, but I'm good. Oh, good. Everyone's been busy.
Well, Twitch just made tomorrow fun, if I can stream tomorrow, which probably will. Twitch just said we wanted to address concerns we've seen about whether we're preventing Twitch signups in some regions, and then they also have heard concerns about the community guidelines applying to all content on our service. I'm going to stop right there, chat, because you can already tell. You can already tell what Twitch is going to say. They're going to say, of course we apply all our rules fairly and concisely. What do you mean?
Was quite fun, definitely making a weekly game. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was the result of a horny white girl and some peanut butter and low-level Vulpix.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's so mean.
For context to Raiders, Akko's chat is trying to determine if my model is a human Pokemon hybrid. Lying Corpo speak? Because of the leaks? Yeah, because of the leaks. Yep. Well, I assume because of the leaks. There's been jokes about humans fucking Pokemon for years.
The leaks just reinvigorated people's enjoyment in it.
Yeah, they do. I don't apologize for anything. It's funny time to completely abuse this fox thing. Confirmed temp is part Houndoom.
Oh no.
No,
that is
no,
the Primarch white girls fuck dogs dog from Pokemon.
There are no laws against gingers, Batman. Oh no!
Oh dear.
No! I'm surprised Gardevoir was on the list fanfiction because Gardevoir is too human-like.
Are you saying that... I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
I'm just down for space here. Here, let's sit back here. Eh.
That's for the best.
A mix between a Houndoom, a Vulpix, and a really horny Valley Girl with a camera. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, Chad, I love you all. I want to see fan art of that, though.
Don't encourage them.
You saying you wouldn't take free fan art of your
No,
model?
I would.
Even though it's a dude?
I would.
Do you
No,
encourage us? Hey, Akko, hello. Razor, do you want to jump in for a few minutes? Just come say hi. We're basically at the end. We've stopped talking about main things, but now we're just chilling.
Them Poke
Sure.
artists are expensive. They are expensive. But if someone wants to draw that, you're more than welcome to. I'm making a lot of shatter rebar.
There you go. You have
for my
ability to
rebar
join
gun.
now. I've given you the thing. We're in my server.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
hey, I've been doing all right.
That's good. If I remember correctly, did you say that you got a job recently?
Yes, I got a new job.
Is it better than the last one?
Well, I have not started
Oh.
exactly, but
Akko.
I did get
Razor's
the job.
model is on your face.
Here, let me fix that. I don't know why. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Cool.
Hello, Mr. Gunman. Yes.
Heard him chat, you gave a consent to draw Foxboy recording his horrendous acts against Arceus with a Houndoom and a Vulpix. No, chat, don't do that. But it would be pretty funny if you did.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, yeah. So I'll be working at. I don't know if I want to say the company. Well, actually, I think I've mentioned on stream anyway. Fuck it. So I'll be working for PetSmart.
Oh, cool. Are you moving away from your current living situation, or?
I am going to be moving away from my current living situation, but currently it's going to take some time.
Uh-huh.
So the original deadline, at least the one we established, I'm trying to get out of here by end of January, beginning or middle of February, but with the way everything's going, and I have like 2 other people, actually 3 other people who've agreed to live together, and right now 2 other people out of the 4 of us is having some difficulty financially.
Uh-huh.
So that goalpost might be moved back to spring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I am trying to get out of the current situation.
That's good.
But hopefully this job will help because it's 15 an hour plus tips.
They let you have tips at PetSmart?
Yes, they do if you wash people's dogs, yes.
Mm.
Which I will be doing.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's funny today. My fucking assistant manager of my current job, soon to be former job, he's like, "Hey, Razor, I know you're working right now, but could you do this company survey real quick? We were trying to get all the employees to do it." I'm like, "Oh, sure, I'll do the fucking survey. I will definitely do the fucking survey. I'll tell you exactly how I fucking feel."
Yeah. Can we send Temp for another kind of grooming? They want you to groom Temp.
They want me to. No, I'm not Diddy. I'm not Sean Combs.
Oh boy.
No, I don't do that kind of grooming. No. I'm not gonna give Temp a bath. I'm sorry. Now, if it was Lumi the Wolf, that's a different story. That's a different story.
I've heard some people talk about that for Buff Pup as well.
Oh,
here's
grooming
the thing,
different
I'm pretty
VTuber dogs?
I'm pretty sure Buff Pup is not in the guys, I think. Right.
Oh, well. Either
Which is
way.
fine.
Buff Pup might not be into guys, but R34 says otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's never stopped R34 from, doing shit. But yeah.
Temp was already groomed into being a VTuber. What more grooming do you want? I only have 10,000 bottles of baby oil. No, chat. No. Stay away from the baby oil.
Twitch shops for Zenless. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for playing the game.
Oh, that's nice.
I enjoyed it. It was good. It was a good game.
ZZZ?
Yeah, ZZZ. I'm definitely going to be playing it more.
That's good. I refuse to touch any gacha games these days, but, if other people enjoy them, it's all that matters.
Oh, I'm not spending a goddamn dime. No, I'm just going to use the shit that I get from playing the game. I'm not spending actual fucking money on it. Goddamn, no.
Well, see, there's my problem. I can't help myself, so I don't play them.
I see. My brother actually helped himself to my credit card 1 or 2 times for gacha games in the past, and yeah, I wasn't too happy about that.
No, I wouldn't be either.
Massive Doge. Yes, I saw the Bernie's trailer. That's actually why I've been playing the fucking game, believe it or not.
See, after playing Honkai Impact, Genshin, and now Star Rail, ZZZ is too much gacha for me, and I still need to finish or get back into Star Rail.
I understand that. I'm gonna be real with you. Gameplay wise, I enjoy it more than Star Rail and Genshin. Genshin bored me to tears.
Genshin, I get. I do like the RPG aspect of Star Rail.
I don't like that type of turn-based RPG. Fire Emblem, I love that type because it's, I don't know, I have that tactical autism. I like strategy games.
Tactical autism.
No, I understand that.
Yeah, so that's my whole thing. I love strategy. So that's why I play Fire Emblem, because of all the strategy aspects to it and the RPG elements.
Ironically, I can understand this because I beat my head over Pikmin, all 4 games for a month straight.
I'm sorry, little one. Akudaka's money. Chat, that did happen once with Genshin. That's why I stopped playing gacha games.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened with Genshin?
I spent too much money on a character in it.
You also did that for Honkai.
Yeah, we don't talk about that though.
I honestly don't spend a lot of money on gacha games. I played Azure Lane a lot back in the day, and I never had to spend a single fucking dime to get the characters that I wanted. Because the game just throws shit at you just for simply existing. So I could do as many gacha pulls as I wanted without fucking my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm just not that.
Very generous gacha game.
I'm just not that good.
No, I understand. I'll be honest with you though, Hoyoverse, I was like, I didn't like Genshin, and I didn't like their gacha system. I tried Star Rail, didn't like its gacha system very much. I'm still on the fence with Zenless. I like its gameplay, I like its story, the voice acting's great, but the gacha aspect of it, I don't know. The problem with Hoyoverse games that I have is, at least for Genshin and Honkai, you're not always guaranteed a character in a pull, right?
Yeah.
Where with Zenless, at least you're guaranteed at least 1 or 2 characters on the poll, so I could forgive it for that.
I'm going to counter argument this, but from my perspective, you are far more guaranteed because my first gacha was Fate Grand Order, and that game just no.
I never played.
Yeah, the Fate Grand Order just don't.
I think it was in the last year or maybe 2 years they finally got a pity system, and it's still so egregious and disgusting they might as well not have one.
Oh, that's not good. That's
It's
not
like,
good at all.
oh, after 200 polls, if you don't get something, you might get something.
Yeah, no. The other gacha I played quite a bit was actually my first gacha was Girls Frontline. And what I liked about that game too, just like Azure Lane,
Oh, that's
it's
perfect.
very forgiving. It's actually very generous. You really don't have to break bank for that game. Again, they give you everything you need for the gacha polls without breaking bank. You just get it for simply completing the story missions and just continuing to play the fucking game and doing your dailies and shit. Like, you will literally not run out of resources to play the game.
I think we'll put all of the items along this line, chat. All of the space elevator parts.
How was the move, Akko?
Long and boring. I listened to a lot of commentary videos on South Park, because I never watched South Park ever.
I don't watch South Park, like, religiously, but if there's an episode that has my interest, I'll watch it. But I'm sorry, but, like, a lot of South Park's humor, I just... Listen, I'm all for edgy humor and shit, but just South Park style is kind of...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't laugh. It just doesn't make me laugh. Very, like, it's edgy, but it's like the 12-year-old edgy.
Oh, it's nearly perfect there, chat. Look at that.
The Medicare style of edgy, that's what I prefer. Oh, speaking of that, so Purity Sin's actually interested in coming on our show.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, I'm just waiting
How'd
to
you
hear
meet
back from
her?
her because of the fucking hurricane. I just DM'd her on Twitter. I said, hey, would you be interested in coming on? She's like, sure, just I'll let you know how I feel physically. I've been having health issues. I'm like, okay. Yeah,
Well, congrats.
thank you. I'm just waiting to hear back because, we were talking and then the hurricane hit, so.
Yep.
I think she's
See how it
fine.
goes, 'cause she's fine, but, like, I don't know how, like, I don't know. I haven't heard back on a confirmed day just yet.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, tomorrow's Dax's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, he's speaking of which, I'm gonna send him a fucking message right now.
When I wake up,
Yeah.
chat, we will have the required 400. Are the hurricane hit states getting any help yet? I mean, Florida's, from what I heard, just fine.
And FEMA had to back down.
My family lives in
Thankfully.
Florida. I have some family in Florida. And they told me that DeSantis was on it. They told me that he suspended the toll roads for the time being.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good. I'll say this: DeSantis is. I have some. Well, I wouldn't say reservations about DeSantis, but I'll say this: he definitely does a good job. Like, he takes care of his people.
Yeah.
He takes care of his people. Couple decisions of his, though, I'm not going to talk about here on stream because I'm not a political content creator, but
No, you're good.
yeah. You see, you got a Porsche.
I do. She's just kind of chilling there.
Do not the Porsche.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
make me find you. Don't make me fucking find you.
Oh, chat. I think we've hit the zenith tier tonight. Now I just have to go to bed and let those supercomputers get made.
Oh, like go to bed in game or?
Yeah, the game will stay on while I'm asleep. This is one of those games that you can idle.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good. That's good. All right.
Who can I raid tonight? Chat.
I hear you, cats.
Now, chat. I have heard something interesting about raiding on YouTube. We're still gonna do it. We're gonna raid into the Lo-Fi Girl because there's nobody else to go to. But on YouTube, I've learned something interesting about raiding, and if it turns out to be the case on YouTube, I may reevaluate how raiding is done. We'll have to wait and see. But for the time being, if you're on Twitch, I'm gonna send you over to Mari. Actually, is Mari live on YouTube?
Mari is live on Twitch. I know that, but I don't know about YouTube. I didn't know she was a multi-streamer.
I don't think she is. Anyway, if you're on YouTube, on Twitch, you have a good day. As for YouTube, you guys have a fantastic day as well. I'm gonna end off and get some rest here. So you guys have a good one.
Yep. You all have a good night.